Hello,
my
everyone,
fault.
and
My sister.
welcome to D&D Night. Shut up, Jam.
No. Don't shut up.
Shut the fuck
Talk
up,
boy.
Chan. So I told her, unless her penis is bigger than mine, I'm not interested.
That's not getting edited out.
And that's when she
God
pulled
damn
out a
it.
dick bigger than mine.
Okay, so
She
to
got
go
a dick
over
in the
this
box.
again when we start actually going into the campaign, since it actually did work out really good last time with the audio, if you're not talking or you're not in the scene, I don't give a shit if you're DMing each other off the rails, but just have your mic muted, whether that's a physical mic or whether that's muting yourself on Discord. Because it does help out in the end with all the editing, and it helps so people don't talk over one another since we got a bunch of people in chat. So, thank you guys in advance for that. And we're live again. So, are you guys ready to start, or do you guys want to hash anything out quick before we get going?
You're not
Have you ever
welcome.
had your fart box tongue punched? Why does
What?
it feel
What?
bad?
What?
You're talking about a rim job.
It begins!
I'd like to take this moment to thank our sponsor for today's stream, Pornhub.
God damn it! Shut up.
I mean, it's not like they don't sponsor shit on this channel anyway.
Oh, God.
No, wait, if they did, I'd actually get paid well from them.
I'm gonna have to fucking clip that audio. Damn it.
Hey, I'm just putting it up
No.
unedited. Fuck that shit.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I don't think Pornhub cares, Mike.
that's fair.
Right.
I don't think YouTube cares anymore.
Okay.
Pornhub is just like them anyway.
So does everybody have their sheets in front of them? Are they ready to go?
I was supposed
Probably.
to have a sheet.
No, you're not supposed to have
Yeah.
a sheet. Just the characters have sheets. All you need to do is work that mute button.
Work that mute button.
I thought the
Work it.
DMs don't have to mute themselves.
No, for the other people,
Oh, okay. My job is to
Eh.
silence them. I'm okay.
if
with
it's
it.
needed.
The dirty
Okay.
players.
Yes, exactly. All right. So, in the last, to just do a quick recap for everybody, in the last session, you guys escaped from the castle as it was being destroyed by the ships of the Black Scale Order, and you are currently with your fisherman's captain, and he is bringing you to Sea Serpent Harbor, and you guys have just docked there. So it's all of you guys plus the princess plus Araka's griffin. And plus the panda bear.
Ooh.
Who knows all?
Yes, the panda bear is the information center. Apparently, he I guess knows everything. He just doesn't talk about it.
And that's why they don't breed.
Yep.
So on our journey, I definitely would have at least made sure to full heal everyone as much as I could.
Yes, that's correct. Since you've all had a long rest, and since you are a healer, you have healed everybody. So anybody, if you had any damage on your sheets, you are returned to full health.
What about the griffin?
The griffin as well.
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, I mean, that's meat just in case.
It is a relatively useful animal, to be fair.
Go ahead and try to eat my griffin. I dare you.
It's only tempting, Cicero.
All right, so shall we get off the fucking boat already?
Ribbit.
No, I
I'm-
want to stay and play with Kuma for a little bit.
All right, well, I'm gonna go wait on the shore, and you do whatever you're doing.
Sounds good.
I'm just gonna talk to Canon fucking Ribbit talk.
You're gonna talk to him in Aquan, which is the other language that you know.
So yeah.
Okay. Does anybody else besides Kane and Cham know Aquan here?
Would the princess, since she has the magic through her blood?
No. If anything, that would be Draconic, but no, she doesn't know that either.
Okay.
You know what?
Nope.
Go ahead and say I do, because I'm supposed to have 3 languages, and I didn't pick my third one. So that's going to be the third one.
You're a dick. Okay. All right. So you know Aquan, so you can understand what they're talking about.
All right, fine.
and,
I'm gonna talk to him in Orc.
does Kane also know Orc?
Do you, Kane?
No.
I think I know Orcish. Let me check my
There's a
character
few
sheet.
people. I think there's a couple people here that know Orcish.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
All right, so he'd be able to understand you.
Fuck it. So we just docked.
Yep, you just docked. So now the next step is kind of getting along your way and trying to get the princess out of harm's way. Because currently you're still in enemy territory, basically, because the Black Scales own everything in the Fire Sand
how-
Wastes.
It is dark, right?
This is the next morning. You left under cover of night. So the sun is just coming up now.
All right, then. I want to roll for perception, see if there's any like higher up, shadowy areas.
You mean
know,
high
to-
elevation areas with a lot of darkness?
Essentially, what I just.
Okay, I'm just translating it to make sure that we're both in understanding of it. So you can roll your d20 plus your perception score.
Oh, I forgot. It's called search.
Yeah,
Fuck.
they have some weird names for it here. All right, 22. Okay, so you do see that there in the area up and behind the village, there appears to be a kind of a bit of a tall area of cliffs. It's only a couple stories tall, but it's tall enough to kind of get the lay of the land. And there's a lot of rocks and boulders and stuff up near the top that you could probably hide behind. It also casts a shadow over that side of the village, depending on what time of day it is. However, that is not this time of day.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll just jump on the nearest roof of the nearest building.
All right, jump check.
Oh my!
Well-
19, my plus 19.
I know his I know your jump check is retarded. I still need. Okay, yeah, you're on the roof of the building. All right, so
No.
Kane, are you
I'm
gonna
just
follow
gonna-
him, or are you gonna do your own thing?
I'm just gonna stay up there and like just watch over.
Okay. All right, Kane, what are you gonna do?
Well, you follow him. He's not doing anything important.
Okay, are you gonna go somewhere else in the village? Are you gonna go out and try and talk to some people, figure out what's going on, or are you just gonna stick around on the ship?
What?
Riveting.
Wait,
Apparently,
who got asked what now?
I asked Kane what he was going to do, as he said he wasn't going to follow Cham. And
Well,
it
while
appears-
that's happening, I'm
appears
gonna
he
head
did.
into town.
Okay, so what are you gonna do, Arch?
I'm gonna look for I'm gonna try and procure some kind of transport for the lot of us, except for Jasper, if I can manage it.
No coffee.
Okay, so you're going to try and look for transport. Okay, so roll. So you'll roll a search check to see if you can find anything in the village that you can use as transport.
Search. Oh, good lord, just a +2.
This will be interesting. 11. Okay. You find an old donkey. The owner is willing to sell him for 5 copper because he doesn't think he's going to live that much longer.
Do it. I want a
I
donkey.
mean, sure, okay.
You give the man 5 copper and he gives you the donkey. He says to make sure you treat her correctly or whatever. He doesn't care. Thank you for the 5 copper.
Wow, what an ass!
As I'm walking away, I'm definitely going to be banking this thing into a zombie donkey.
Fair enough. Okay, so you now have a donkey.
Fucked up.
I mean, a zombie it's not going to get tired, and the princess can ride it, which is my primary concern.
Fair enough. Okay, so Rocco, what are you gonna do?
I am gonna actually take my griffin and go up into the sky and see if I can locate any like nearby towns.
Okay. So you're gonna fly up into the. So how high do you want to go in the Griffin?
Like just high enough to where he can actually see like
The lay of the land.
yeah.
Okay. All right. You do that. So roll a search check to see what you find.
So as he does that, I want to throw my grappling hook onto the griffin so I can climb up.
You're going to grappling hook the Griffin. So you're going to harm the Griffin.
Well,
try and
I'm
climb
gonna
up
use
on
my
What are you
the
rope.
doing harming this thing?
I'm gonna use my rope.
So you're gonna do like a lasso thing, or you're gonna try and.
Yes, like a lasso.
Okay. So Rocco, how high would you roughly say you are at this point? Like 20, 30 feet off the ground? Or above rooftops?
It's just to get the lay of the land. It's probably going to be about maybe 5,000 feet in the air.
Okay, so Jim,
while
you're not
he's-
going to be able to get there.
No, while he's coming up.
You're going to try and
As
jump
he's
on him
at-
while he's going up
as
into
he
the
is-
sky.
yes,
Okay,
as he's
so
ascending.
that's going to be 2 checks for you.
Okay.
That is going to be a jump check, because you're going to have to get to as close to him as possible to actually get this, because he's going to be going up at a pretty rapid rate. And then the other thing you're going to have to roll is going to be your dexterity to actually use a lasso of rope, how long is the rope? Or does it just say length of rope?
Doesn't say. I don't have a thing on it.
Okay, well, so you still have the grappling hook, so you're just using the end of the grappling hook that is not a grappling hook?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll call that like 25 to 30 feet of rope just for the sake of it. So your jump check checks out. Now you have to roll your dexterity check so that you can get the lasso onto him.
So wouldn't it be the reflex, the dexterity reflex?
You would use your reflex modifier. So, what's up? I can actually see. Well, yeah, but your reflex is mainly for. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It would be. So whatever your reflex modifier is, just add that to the roll.
Yeah, I already did.
Your reflex modifier was 14?
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. That's why you made that argument. Although it still probably would have been fine if it was just your base dex spot anyway. But, all right. So you do manage to you do manage to lasso the griffin's leg as it is flying up. Raka, you do notice that the ascent process is taking a little bit longer than normal for no apparent reason. And Cham, you're also going to have to roll.
I'm only 40 pounds.
It's still 40 pounds more than what he was carrying before, and he's already carrying Raka. So basically what you're going to have to do now is, because he's ascending and he's moving upward, you're going to have to roll a strength roll to hang on.
Okay.
Why didn't you just jump onto its back?
He wasn't gonna be able to get far enough out to do that. I told him he was gonna have to do a jump check and a dexterity check with the rope.
When it matters.
So
when
what
it
was
matters.
all right. So you're gonna be probably you're not gonna be that far up because it's just a base 1. So basically, as soon as you get the lasso tied around his leg and you lift off the ground, your hands are so slimy from being a frog that they just kind of slip out of the rope really, really quickly. And then you kind of just
handle animal. God damn it.
So you just kind of go down and you fall into the street. I'm going to give you a chance to roll for a reflex save to see if you actually land on your feet, because it's enough of a distance where it's not actually going to hurt you. Okay, that's enough where I'm going to say that you manage to land on your feet, but he takes off and he still has your rope and grappling hook attached to him.
I'm like, fuck. I'll just wait.
All right, so Raka, you fly up to get the lay of the land, and you can roll your search check.
I already rolled it. It was a 6.
It was okay. It was a 6. So you see a lot of sand. A lot of sand. Way
And
too
you-
much sand.
You also see Syra behind a building stabbing a donkey.
Are you actually killing the donkey?
Oh, I am 100% fell animating this fucking donkey.
You couldn't wait for it to die naturally?
Syra, you're so cruel. You know that.
Oh God!
Oh man, this is bringing back flashbacks from our main old
Dear God.
campaign.
Pocket sand. God damn it. Okay, so you have killed the donkey successfully, even though it probably would have died of natural causes in a couple of days. But we're going to come back to you in a second. So I'm going to go to Velnos. So Velnos, what are you doing? Are you staying on the ship, or are you doing something else? Keep in mind you're muted.
Oh, I'm fucking dumb. I had to step away for a moment. Can you recap what everyone's doing? I know Cham tried to get on fucking...
Cham tried to get on the Griffin. He failed at that, but he's okay. Kane's just chilling on the ship. Vash is playing around with his panda. Rock is up in the sky on his griffin trying to see what's going on in the general area. And Arch is busy killing a donkey he just bought so he can reanimate it into a zombie.
Skeleton.
Fucking asshole.
Um,
I got a lot of shit for doing that.
Anyways, I'm gonna ask the princess.
Yeah, but the
what's
difference is it wasn't your
her-
donkey.
Okay.
Too bad. Fucking touche. Touche. I'll give you that one. You fuck.
So what did you want to ask the princess?
I wanted to ask her what her plan is since we already docked. What's her course of action essentially?
No, not go the bay.
Do you want me to paraphrase?
Please do, because I can't remember, and I have to go through our
Yeah, it's cool. All right. So basically, what the princess says is that there's only one way to get to Calgar, and that's really where you guys got to get to. You have to get to the northern continent because that's the only safe area you're going to be able to find, or truly safe area that they're aware of, because the entirety of the Fire Sand Wastes has been taken over by the Black Scales. They pretty much own almost everything except for, small random little villages, but all the major civilization centers, they kind of have a hand in it already, and they're kind of already running. So the Nexus Kingdom was like the last one in the south that was kind of holding out because it was that chain of islands. So they just kind of waited, and then they attacked it eventually. So what you need to do is you need to get to a point on the map called the Northern Gate. And the Northern Gate is the only safe way to traverse the Elven Forest and get to Calgar. Because the rest of the Elven Forest, after the Tree of Life died, because Cham decided in the last campaign he wanted to blow it up because of the elves.
Hey, fuck them, man.
Regardless, this is the repercussions of those actions. So when the Elven Tree died, when the Elven Tree died, because its magic was really what kept the forest the way it was, after it died, it slowly spread out an aura of death around it. And then the problem is that all of the creatures that were in the forest that were also related to magic then became corrupted, which had the unfortunate negative effect of making them all completely carnivorous and hungry, and they constantly kill things. So it's basically just a giant thing of death, except for one passageway that goes from the northern gate to another gate on the southern side of Calgar. And those two gates are that pathway is the only way that's even relatively safe because it still has some magical essence left in it. So they kind of stay away.
Yes, I
I
said
just want
all
to
of
say
that.
I just want to say that they deserved it. Fuck them.
Fair enough. We will make sure to have that on record.
There was no elven genocide, and if there was, they deserved it.
Exactly.
Hey, the Elven genocide is a lie perpetuated by liberal media.
Okay.
Okay, we can't do
need
that
to
on
stop
Twitch.
now.
We can't do that on
we
Twitch.
can't do that, man. Oh
Right.
god.
They will shut us down.
No,
All hail our Lord and Savior, Barack Obama.
Oh, but we can say Barack Obama on stream.
Oh yeah.
But
Praise
why?
Barack
Wait,
Obama.
I think if you say it too much, they put you on a watch list.
Jesus. Okay.
He's not
So-
here right now. Call
See,
back
I
later.
love cheese. Okay, man. Like what kind? Like sharp cheddar, pepper jack.
Absolutely.
Colby
I am a
Jack?
Swiss boy all the way through.
Say, I don't
Is
mind.
it
I don't
because
mind
you're full
from
of holes,
freaking.
just like the cheese?
I like blue.
Yes, you piece of garbage. Also, by now, I think I should be walking up with the undead zombie, and to add to the macabre,
What did you cast to bring it back from the dead, or is that your natural thing as a bone knight?
That's his
well,
natural
here's the
thing.
thing. Divine Meta Magic allows me to use feats, and one of those feats is Fell Animate, which is if I cast any kind of damage or kill anything, it comes back undead.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. So yeah, by this point, the donkey has come back to life. However, it's going to take some time for the flesh to decay off of its body, so it might be a little nasty for a couple of days.
I help that along. It strips right out of its flesh, and I cure the flesh to turn it into a nice little saddle for the princess.
What is that?
I do believe, madam, that it is your chariot for the next few days.
Why couldn't you just get a normal donkey?
Believe it or not, this is cleaner than it was.
Your Highness, if you look at it on the bright side, it's a horse that can never die.
I suppose.
Exactly.
But it's not very cute.
See, well, you can put makeup on it. I don't care. It's yours.
Put a little
Thank
hat
you.
and maybe it'll look cuter, but practicality is more important.
Fucking
nowadays.
just tap into your inner Mexican culture. Just fucking paint it like they do.
Mm.
Day of the Dead donkey.
Well, we are in the South.
That's going to be, I think, an expression roll if you decide to actually like ornately paint it.
Oh, please God, do it.
What do I
I'm
roll?
actually looking for Day
So
of
you're
the
just
Dead
gonna
donkey
roll
right now.
1d20, and I'm gonna say the princess has like a +4 to that. Okay, so she paints it up pretty good. It definitely doesn't look like a like an authentic one, quote unquote. But if a normie walked by and looked at it, they'd say, "Oh, that looks pretty."
Here you go. Here's a Day of the Dead donkey.
Oh, I'm gonna regret going into general.
Oh
Oh God, what the fuck?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Okay.
Cease and desist.
God damn it. All right. So you have
You
so like I said,
motherfucker.
you've reanimated the donkey. But so now that that's all happened, so Raka, you've returned down from up high, I assume, after you've done your little recon thing. And everybody is still on the ship. Now, I would assume that Velnos is going to share the information with you that was shared with him.
what you just explained?
Yeah, because that was just her talking to you, and Vash was in the vicinity as well, so he knows, but not everybody does, because a lot of people were not on the boat at the time.
Here's the deal. In layman's terms, we need to get the fuck out of here. We need to reach a place called the Northern Gate and move up the Yellow Forest until we reach the Empire of Kelgar. So, my proposition is we avoid the roads at all costs for safety, just for safety, 100%. And once we reach the open forest, we should be treading carefully due to, I don't know if anyone remembers, this was quite a few years ago, but the big tree in the olive forest was destroyed. So-
that was 1,000 years before this.
Yeah, that was
but-
1,000 years, man.
Yeah, I know it was 1,000 years, but you can still research shit from 1,000 years that happened.
I will tell you what the research is.
Especially,
The tree exploded. Nobody knows why or how, because everybody that was involved in it died painfully.
Fucking Giles in his grave.
Most people actually think it was because there was an angry god that decided to smite the elves one day and destroyed their magical tree. That's what most people in this world believe at this point, because nobody knows about it except for Cham.
Fucking Giles in his grave going.
I didn't
somewhere.
mention specifics. I simply said that from what fucking the character understands, the tree simply was destroyed.
Yeah.
And
Shit went bad.
the forest went to shit. Vash, what the fuck is that?
You know what it
2021,
is.
maybe. Okay.
Anyway, that's
So
what
all the better that we have an undead animal to carry the princess. Now it'll never tire out.
Okay.
I-
So, go ahead, Rocket.
Oh no, he would just claim he was going to call the donkey an abomination.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're a paladin.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, get fucked.
If it works, it works. Okay, so you guys are all back together, so now you can decide what to do. Unfortunately, the ship captain, I forget what I named him. Wasn't Heisenberg, was it?
It
Can
was
it be
very
now?
close to that.
Yeah, I
Hindenburg.
think I had Resident Evil on my mind, but I don't think it was Heisenberg. I think it was something else that began with an H, but we're just going to go with that. So basically,
oh, yeah, I
what
like
he
that.
said.
Hindenburg. Nothing wrong could happen then.
Hindenburg. So basically, what he says is that he can't stay there for very long, and he's going to have to leave. So the only other thing is that
Oh,
he's
it was
not going to be able to.
Heisenberger. It was Heisenberger, the chat says.
It was Heisenberg. Okay,
Well, it was
So basically,
Heisenberger. Burger.
definitely not Burger, but okay, we'll go with that. So basically, what happens is he explains to you that he has to leave you there. He can't take you any further because all the other ports are taken up by the black scales. This is the only one that he knew of that he could drop you off at, where it would be remotely safe, and it's faster to go to the northern gate on land anyway. So if you're going to do that, then he's going to leave you off there with anything that you brought with you. Basically, he doesn't have anything else really on the ship except for some dry rations, which he's going to give you. So other than that, now you guys got to find your transport outside of Zombie Donkey.
Well, I've got Griffin.
You have the Griffin. So it's the Griffin, the donkey, and then everybody else is walking or riding on something else.
Okay, I'll search for my own ride. Let's see.
Just check.
Jasper, darling, would you mind helping me find something for the rest of us? Because I don't trust anybody else to do anything, honestly.
Ash, you're muted.
What?
There you go. Arch was talking to you.
Wait, what was he saying again?
Jasper, darling, I'm trying to talk to you. Please get the dick out of your ears.
I'm playing with my panda bear right now, asshole. Can't you see
Unless
that?
you're going to ride the panda, we need to procure something to ride on,
I don't want to
aside
break-
from every
I
male in
don't
this
want-
village.
I don't want to break his little back, okay? He's still a little cub, okay?
I'm just going to ribbit.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna like point
Maybe I
like
could
the
help?
thumb point with fucking two cam like this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right? I'm going with the frog. Excuse me.
Maybe
All
I
right.
could help.
I don't know if you should be going and talking to people, Princess, because as far as I'm aware, you're the reason we're on the run.
Without
No.
suspicion, some people
Hey,
might know.
hey, lay off of her.
So
I just wanted to be useful.
Fucking ribbit.
Yes, what
Exactly.
the frog said.
Damn it.
So
Fucking
Arch
the only
and,
one who
Even-
knows is fucking Kane and Raka. They know what I'm saying.
even though I don't understand anything the frogs say, I'm going to agree anyway.
you're just going to agree.
I was
All right.
like
I'm just
hands in my pockets, just started looking in the city for something.
All right. Well, you and Arch.
Cham, what did you say?
Oh, I just said ribbit. That's it. That was like nothing hidden, nothing. It's just ribbit. Just some random nonsense. Just to
Dear
get
Lord.
these
Okay.
just to get these people who don't know Huckwin to think I'm saying something.
They could just think that you're riveting because you're a frog.
That too.
All right. So you and Arch are going to go off into the city and try and or into the village and try and look to see if you can find any other transport besides the zombie donkey and the griffin.
I'll go with.
Okay.
Oh, you
yeah.
stay. I'm gonna point. I'm like, you stay with the princess.
I'm just gonna point this out.
But I like going with Syra.
You go with
Frogs
Syra. I
make
can
it-
stay here with my donkey.
Two people need to be with the princess at all times.
Ugh.
All right.
Fine.
Well, you still have Kane who's sitting there on the ship as well.
Fine,
I
I'll
know
still-
Kane's like, no, Kane was following me. He was on the roof.
I'll
just
stay
yelling,
because
He,
literally my
he
job.
never responded when I asked him what he was doing,
Oh,
so he's
true.
by default on the ship.
True.
Fine,
Okay.
I'll stay with the
So,
princess.
Kane, what are you doing? Are you going to stay with the princess, or are you going to fuck around in town?
Yeah, I'll stay with the princess. Sure, why not?
Okay. So that means him and
Okay.
Velnos are going to be at the ship. So that's two people.
Oh, okay.
Let's take the
I'm
ship
gonna
and go.
I'm gonna point like run quick.
You're actually going to try and like run away from him and like lose him in town.
Yes.
Arch, are you going to entertain this as well?
No, I'm just gonna walk.
Okay.
Hey,
Mid run, I'm gonna look back. He's just fucking walking. I'm like, all right, I'm an asshole.
Gonna chase
Pretty much.
after
That's
you.
how that's
I'm
going to go.
just gonna chase after you with my fucking arms flailing around like a fairy.
Is you are a fairy?
The panda bear follows behind you. However, it looks embarrassed to be with you.
Why doesn't the panda stay with the princess?
He's never
Because
embarrassed
Because
around
he's
me.
the bear lord. The panda has to follow him unless he orders it otherwise.
You poor panda.
Fine, stay with the princess.
Yay,
The
It's
panda
gonna
looks.
go-
darling. I'll
The
pet
panda
you.
looks pleased and runs back to jump into the princess's lap and get pet.
Oh, come
I-
here.
But I thought the panda loved me.
It does, but it loves her more.
Oh!
I'm gonna kill that bitch.
Oh.
The panda?
No.
Oh,
What?
okay.
No one
What you're
loves.
supposed to protect.
Kuma doesn't love anyone else more than me. You will not steal him from me.
You just literally told him to go over there.
I know I did, but let's go.
Brushy, 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 brushy.
All right, so Jasper and Arch go off into the city. Cham, I assume you're just gonna do your little take and then go back and walk with them.
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially what I'm doing.
All right, so all three of you are gonna have to do a search roll to see what you find.
All right. What's the
That's
search roll
1d20
again?
plus your search.
Yeah.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna drop a bless on the three of us, which is just a
Oh!
+1 to everything.
We have the first nat 20 of the night.
Woo!
We'll never fucking mind.
So all right, so you guys don't have to roll unless you want to.
Sure,
I already found the donkey. I'm pretty good for the day.
I'm specifically looking for something
All right,
that
that's
flies.
not a bad roll either. All right. Well, regardless, Cham, because you rolled a d20, you found right outside of town what looks to be a camel merchant.
Can I look for something other than the camel?
That is currently your best option.
Fuck.
You're
All
also
right,
going through a desert, so it kind of makes sense.
Okay, fine. All right, so I go to the farm.
All right, so you go up and you have a camel salesman, and the camel salesman has a bunch of camels that are kind of just tied up on little hitching posts and stuff, and there's a pen of them with a bunch more kind of going around. So as you walk up, he greets you. Hello there. Do you want a camel?
Ribbit, motherfucking ribbit.
I don't know what that means. Do you want a camel?
Yes. God, it's like people don't know how to speak
And go
fucking
to whack.
frog. All right, I'm gonna ask him. What is his best one?
He goes over to a dark brown-looking camel and smacks it on the behind. As he does so, the camel kind of lets out almost like a horse neigh and says, "This is my best camel.
How much?
15 gold."
15? I'm trying to see if there's like persuasion in here.
I'm gonna-
No, there's-
Well, persuasion, there should be, yes.
well, I
I'm
don't
gonna-
see a persuasion. That's weird.
You're gonna try persuade him like how Qui-Gon persuaded Watto and Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
It's
Diplomacy
called,
is what you're looking for.
It's a weird name in 3.5.
What was it called? Fucking Arch?
Well, I mean, you could do...
Diplomacy.
Yeah, I was going to say diplomacy would be for haggling. That would make sense. So your diplomacy score...
I'm
would be
gonna look at it, Arch, and ask him, are you good at talking down prices?
I'm gonna lean in just real quietly. Well, we do have someone who's particularly good at prices, Jasper, the fairy over there. However, we could also get mostly dead ones, and I could just raise them from the dead. I mean, they'll be cheap.
He
Yeah,
really
but-
likes doing that.
But who says? But won't they be really slow though, since they're zombie donkeys?
Oh no, they're very ambulatory, in fact.
There's some sort of weird love triangle between you two and this frog man.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it is.
Oh yes,
I just wanted to know.
It's for a wedding, a camel desert wedding.
Well, if you're gonna rent them, I could let them go for a little bit less. The only problem is they have these little collars on them for the rentals. If you don't get them back in time, the collar goes off, and boop, there goes his head.
I say we go for it.
We'll take. How many do we need?
Well, you have 2 transports right now because you have the zombie donkey, and then you also have the griffin. So that takes care of Raka and the princess.
We just
You
need
still
4,
5
right?
now.
Yeah, we'd need 4.
5? 4? Okay.
Well, unless you and Kane want to ride on the same one.
No,
We'll
but
take 5. I need my personal space from my older brother.
Hey.
Only fucking born 1 year after me, fucker. Let's take 5. How much would that be?
Well, 5. Yeah. For a rental, I'll say 50 gold.
Hey, Fairy, come here.
My name is not Fairy, it's Jasper. Oh, Jasper.
I'm gonna lean in like, talk him down in price.
And I'm also going to lean in and poke him in the head and do
Okay,
Eagle Splendor.
I'll offer him a quickie if he'll give us the donkeys for free.
Hang on a second, Arts. What are you doing?
Eagle Splendor buff. It's +4 to his charisma temporarily for 1 hour.
That's to his base score, right? That's not his modifier.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Vash, that means I think your charisma modifier would go up by 2.
Yes.
So you're going to get a +2 to any charisma roll. So are you actually offering him sex for camels?
Yes.
All right, I guess that would be a diplomacy check technically. So whatever your diplomacy is, you should see it in the skill section and then add in your modifier +2.
Go, Vash, go.
Suck his dick. Go.
All right, so it's okay. So my charisma would be, since I also got the boost, to be 21, I think, since it's 16 and the modifier is 3. So
that means the modifier would go up to 5.
okay, so roll 1d20 or
Roll 1d20, then +5, and if you have any points in diplomacy, put that in as well.
okay.
Because it should say ranks in diplomacy. If you don't have any ranks there, then don't add anything.
All right.
He does. He's got 3 extra ranks.
All right, so that's an additional 3, so that's a 14. So he's willing to drop the price about 5 gold if it's a good blowjob.
Gotta go with a performance check. Come on, man.
Don't worry, I've been practicing for years now, so you're gonna
One
be
more
satisfied.
chance to reinforce this. Roll the same thing again.
Okay.
Look at that one. Watch.
All right, that's basically, well, that would be a 16,
That'd be
so it's a
16,
little bit
yeah.
better. So, all right, he's willing to drop it another 5 gold to down to 40, but that's about as low as he's willing to go, and that is with the blowjob.
Great, so alright, so I'll meet you out back then, sir.
Oh boy, I haven't had one of these in so very, very long. And then he walks off after collecting the 40 gold, which I'm assuming you're going to hand over.
No, we're going to hand over after the blowjob.
He insists on before.
Then I'm going to insist after.
Are you going to intimidate him?
How is the frog going to do an intimidation roll? It's a frog.
He's also an assassin. Ooh.
I can intimidate.
He laughs at you and demands the money.
I'll double down on that intimidate, being covered in people skin.
Okay, fair enough. Roll your intimidation.
16 ain't bad.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, your intimidation roll seems to stick a bit more. So he's like, "All right, but you better be back here when I'm done." And then he walks off. He walks off with Vash. Vash, you're going to do a dexterity roll, and I'm not going to describe what's going to happen if you roll good or bad. I'm just going to let your imagination do the talking.
Okay, I'm going to while he's over there.
Right, Syra, you're so sexy when you get all intimidating.
Jasper, darling, don't forget to goggle. And I'm gonna start walking away with the fucking camels.
Yeah, same. I'm going to grab.
Okay,
All
so
Well, that's the thing is we're going to see if he notices you removing the camels from the noise that it's going to make. Because he's just going to the stables out back.
I'll roll 1d20 plus 2. Because that's my ability modifier in the character sheet.
Is it for that's for dexterity?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
then yeah.
He has a modifier for
Yeah, he
dick
can do it.
sucking?
No, he has a modifier for dexterity, which is going to be his modifier for
Wow.
that in this scenario.
A modifier for dexterity. How about that?
Bingo.
There you go. I was hoping someone would catch it.
Oh, okay. So,
I
Go,
swallowed
Jack.
that load whole.
he is thoroughly satisfied, and after everything is all said and done, you clean yourself up, and he takes a nap in the hay. So you guys are free to remove those camels. So you guys take what was it, 5 camels?
Yes, we
Okay.
take 5 camels.
All right, so you guys took 5 camels. They all have that little neck thing on that'll kill them if they're not brought back in 24 hours.
I'm gonna look
you
at
now
freaking.
have 5 camels, a griffin, and a zombie donkey.
I'm gonna look at Arch. Go like, if they die, they die.
If he dies, he dies.
Thank you, Jago. So you guys now have 5 camels, and you bring them. I presume you're bringing those camels back to the ship, or
Yes.
where are the docks where everybody else is still waiting.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And I am going to briefly explain the whole head exploding thing to everybody, or should I leave that as a surprise? Let's be honest. Jam, what do you think?
Completely.
The only ones who knows it is me, you, and freaking Vash.
Yeah.
So let's leave it as a surprise.
Okay, yeah, then never mind. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to hand out the camels.
Fucking ribbit.
Why do I think the princess
Indeed,
is going
Rivet.
to end up very mentally scarred by the end of this?
Well, that's going to be all based on the degeneracy rolls. So, all right. So you guys return those camels back to the ship where the others are still waiting and present them as your way to get from point A to point B.
Sweet.
So is everybody going to mount up and ride out? Because again, it's probably like mid-morning by now. It's probably like 10 o'clock.
I'm still mounted. Oh, I'm already mounted on one of them.
I know. I'm asking
Same.
everybody else.
I'm already on the donkey petting the panda bear.
Is
I'll get the
Jasper
red.
already back?
He's quick.
Good.
Yeah, Jasper. By the time he rolled an 18, by the time he was all finished up there, he was only like 5 minutes behind you.
Damn, he makes quick work.
So that happens when you're good at what you do. All right, so that means everybody here, is everybody going to hop on the camels and take a ride, or you guys want to do anything else in town? We'll go down. We'll go down the list.
No,
here.
I'll go to the local shop. I'm gonna look for some potion.
You looking for a potion shop?
A potion shop.
Roll search.
We should get supplies. That would be a good idea.
You did get some dry supplies from
I'm a
it.
fucking
Ooh.
crack whore, dude. That is 3 ones.
Yeah, but
already.
you did get a nat 20 already too. All right, so you were looking for a potion shop. What you found appears to be an apothecary, but it's not. Doesn't look like a very reputable one. It's like the McDonald's of apothecaries.
It could be worse.
Could be a Burger King.
Loading soul.
I was gonna say something else in Burger King. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. So you find that. So does anybody else want to do something? Kane, Raka.
No, I'm pretty all well and good. I would like to point out just very quietly to the princess that if anytime it gets difficult, I have a create food and water spell that can supply 3 of us at a time, and clearly I'm going to eat and she's going to eat, and she gets to choose the other person.
It's probably going to be the panda. Let's be honest.
Right.
Panda or
So what I'm going to do? Okay. I'm gonna stealth my way into the shop.
Okay. So you're going to sneak into the shop. So do a search check on the outside. Are you going to sneak in the front door? Or are you going to try and find another entrance?
I'm gonna find another entrance.
Roll a search check around the building to find an alternate entrance. You do find what appears to be a window on the back of the building that has a shutter that is closed.
All right, I'm gonna go over there.
All right, roll stealth check to sneak in.
Move silently.
Move
Yeah.
silently. I apologize.
Mine's a plus 13 for move silently.
All right, you do make it inside the building. There's only like really one dude in there. He's kind of just like half asleep at the counter, and he's sitting there. He's just kind of looking around, dazed, doesn't really give a shit
I'm
what's
gonna
going
use
on.
sleep on him.
You're gonna use the sleep spell.
Yeah.
You have that?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's unaware, so I'm not even gonna do anything. He's already half asleep, so he just kind of dozes off on the counter and falls asleep and starts drooling everywhere.
All right. I want to search again to see if there's any potions, anything that we need. Like fucking.
You see what looks to be one health potion that's shoved underneath the counter, and you think that might be because you might need it in case of a lawsuit, just in case the guy minding the counter gets shot.
Love it.
Anything else besides that?
It's a pretty shitty apothecary shop. Most of these bottles are actually filled with food coloring and water.
I'll take some of that water.
What color would you like? It is flavored.
Ooh,
I'll
get the
take 'em all.
strawberry.
Oh dear God, we're in Jonestown.
I'll take them all.
I haven't got into that territory yet.
Get.
I'll take them all.
All right, you grab 8 jugs or 8 large jugs of water, which, by the way, weighs a lot. You're probably not even going to be able to carry that much. You can probably carry 3 of them.
He can probably go on multiple trips. It's okay.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that guy's going to be passed out for a while.
So yeah.
All
Fucking,
right, so over time you return the 8 things of colored water back to the area where you guys have the camels, and that takes about we'll say to transport them all, because
20
you're doing
minutes.
them at like 2 at a time. Kane, do you want to help him after his first trip? Kane,
What's
are
in
you
it for me?
there?
water.
I'll
I
go
mean, we
with
are
him.
frogs.
Brotherly love.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Okay. All right, so Kane, you and him so both of you are going to roll strength checks to see how fast this goes. That guy's going to be passed out for probably at least an hour.
All right.
And then definitely nobody's going in there.
There's a sign. Do
All
not
right.
disturb.
Kane, you're going to have to roll strength.
Yeah, I'm going to the dice bot channel right now.
Unnatural 20. So
Yep, just going to see what he rolls.
look at a 1.
Oh, that's a natural 20, not
Woo!
even adding in your strength modifier. All right, so yeah, you guys get those transported in about 20 minutes, really, really quickly. You get all that stuff right back to the camp, and you basically strap those bottles of water to a few of the camels that are in the rear, mostly the ones that are going to be carrying you guys because you're fairly light as it is. So the camel can take a little bit extra weight. So you guys are going to have some water when you go in the desert, so you'll have that, and you also have some food, and Arch can create things. So I think you guys have big dick
Really
energy
quick,
frog.
can I
All right,
name
we
my
got
donkey No Name?
that. Technically, it's Arch's donkey, but if he allows you to name it, you can name it.
Oh, you can have it whatever name you want, Princess. Believe me, it's entirely yours.
Yay!
just
Also,
don't-
no one knows the joke.
Name it Donkey.
So is it a minor health potion?
Yes, it's a minor
How
health
did
potion.
no one catch that joke?
Because I'm trying to figure out if it's a minor or big.
It
health
is a
potion.
minor. Sorry, I should have specified that.
I don't get it.
So, what are you going
Well,
to
I
name
mean, think
the
of it as a
donkey?
horse instead of a donkey, and you'll get the joke.
Oh.
Not a horse.
Yeah,
Technically, it's
we're
not
going
even
into
alive.
the desert, so
Oh dear Christ, Jasper, talk to her.
That's a good song.
All right, so you guys have now mounted up. You've gathered water and food and supplies, and you are ready to move on to the following town. Now, I'm going to roll a general ride check for everybody, just to see how fast you guys manage to get there, and to see if we have any encounters. Oh God! Okay.
Oh,
Okay, this is going to involve something. This is going to involve this might involve a side quest. People, you might have unlocked a side quest
yay!
because you rolled
Question
that
mark?
low, and it might be a side
Oh,
quest.
get your weapons ready.
No.
Just derail this.
You're just gonna kill the NPC, or you're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm not nearly as strong as Guile.
No, but you're also an assassin. You're literally built to kill people.
Why don't you show them what you're made of?
Be a good froggy.
Okay. All right. So I got a little
Wobbly.
something for you guys. So as you guys are riding by, you're riding basically on a path on the shoreline because the next settlement is a
Okay.
village that's a little bit further up the way.
Question: How long has time gone by since this occurred?
At the point where you do this, basically, it's going to take your trip to the next town, which is Hornfire Village, is going to take you about I'd probably say about 6 days. So you're about 3.5, 4 days into it right now.
So, does he notice his camels are gone?
Well, the thing is by the time he actually did wake up and notice that his he's going to notice they're gone anyway because he's just going to notice that you didn't come back. Which, by the way, after the first 24 hours, for those people that were not initiated, those little rings that were around the camel's necks activated, and they don't explode the heads. They just decapitate them instantly, which means that their heads just fell off. So that means 5 of those camels all just randomly their heads fell off. Cham, Arch, and Vash all knew this was going to happen. However, Kane, Raka, and Velnos did not. So all 3 of you need to roll to make sure that you don't fucking lose your minds. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Oh my god, you got another one. I can still see the other one.
Back, baby.
You can
Damn
still see it. Vash, you don't have to roll because you knew this was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
And Velnos, what is your that you're going to get your Constitution modifier added to that?
I'm even on a camel. Why do I have to roll?
Oh no, you don't. You're on your.
Oh,
Fucking,
sorry, you don't actually because you're on a griffin. But the people that were on camels that didn't know they were going to get decapitated have to roll. So Kane and Velnos, what is that with your Constitution mod?
What Constitution modifier?
I mean, do I even need a Constitution
Is your
check with that?
Constitution 10?
My Constitution is 10.
Mine's +4.
Oh, it is?
so-
Okay, then you get no additions. Okay. And so, well, Kane, regardless, you rolled a nat 20, so you're just so the donkey, so the camel's head just falls off, and then it just kind of like does that. It kind of looks like you ever in like Empire Strikes Back when the AT-AT kind of just goes down on the front legs and collapses. It's kind of like that, except it doesn't have a head. So as that happens, you just kind of look at like, man, that's life.
Life's a
And then
bitch.
it just gets off and starts walking. Velnos, you have a much more visceral reaction. You're like, what? Why? Why did they all die? You are you're a little bit befuddled, but you're not to the point where you're having to like make a roll to make sure you don't mentally degenerate.
Should I roll for the princess who had to witness that?
I mean, you can, but she wasn't actually on one, so she's kind of removed from that. And she's also riding a zombie.
Yeah, I guess being
Riding
friends
a
with
skeleton.
arches, she'd be used to it by now.
So that means, well, technically they weren't killed by you, Arch. So how are you going to reanimate them?
Oh, I have an animate dead spell, and I can animate up to like 36 corpses near me. So this is
Okay, fair enough.
He is
All
so
right,
happy
so-
right now. Holy shit.
I so am.
All right, so you reanimate the camels, and you guys continue on your way. So by the time a new event is happening, you guys have now been riding on these skeleton camels for like 3 days, or a little under 3 days. So now you're reaching this area where you're basically riding along the beach, and when you ride along the beach, you see what looks like a village that's kind of closer to the water. It looks like an old fishing village, but it looks kind of pristine, but it doesn't appear that there's anybody there, which is odd. It's not like disheveled. It doesn't look run down. It looks like nice and upkept, but there's nobody there. Do you choose to investigate?
Sure.
Seems a tad spooky. We should probably send our scouts out there.
Oh, sorry.
Or
Oh.
the flying boy.
Send the flying bitch first.
So that will be
Alright.
Raka.
I'm not your scout though.
I was going.
Send your skeletons in there. Useful for a change.
The only skeletons we have are the ones we're riding, and the one that she's riding. And I mean, I could make more skeletons, but then people would need to
I
die.
was going to say, I hear them yapping. I'm like, fuck it, I'll go.
I was about to say, why don't we send the frog? I'm sorry, I forgot his name.
Are you also going with him?
Well,
No,
which
I'm-
frog? There's two of us.
I'll send him. I'll volunteer him. Yeah, he wants to go.
Fucking
All right.
bitches.
Well, the other thing is, Kane, since you're the long distance guy, you're kind of overlooking this village. You could sit out there with your rifle or your crossbow and possibly just cover him.
Yeah, you're probably right, but I don't wanna.
Good, Dick. Okay.
Asshole.
All right. So Cham's gonna go in solo.
This is
so,
why mom loved me more.
All right, down that.
Fucking.
It's okay. I'll
All
pet you when you get back.
There you
Okay.
go.
So Cham, you're gonna go
I'm
down
like
into
shudder,
town.
like human touch.
So Cham, you're gonna go down into the town.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go down into the town. You can roll a search check to see there's nobody around, but again, it looks like everything seems to be normal except for no people.
Okay, I rolled a 26.
All right, you look around inside the houses, and you can actually see that it looks like there's food that are on tables, and there's stuff in there to make it seem like their people were just zapped away. It's very odd. You don't really know why.
God, where's the priest? He's gonna have a conniption fit. The rapture happened.
And all of you got left behind. I wonder
Yeah.
why.
All right,
Like
so
to say, probably, I'm the priest.
it's like
You-
everything is pretty much
now,
fair.
now, keep in mind that's an observation check from looking in through all the windows. You want to go into one of the actual buildings and take a look around?
I want to look for see if there's like a town hall.
All right. Well, because you already did this, I was going to say you
Okay.
already did the search check, but
Okay.
because you already did the search check, there is one larger building, but it looks like the town's chapel. You don't really. The town hall is probably somewhere nearby.
I'll check out the chapel. Because it kind of sounds like you're insinuating I should go into the chapel.
You wanted to know what was the most obvious landmark in the area, and that was basically it.
So I go to the chapel.
Okay, you travel to the chapel. It looks relatively normal. It's a relatively normal-sized church steeple. And
Open the
basically
doors and
what
there are the
happens,
people.
right? But again, there's no people, so you have kind of a little bit of an issue there. But as you enter inside of the chapel, there is the door slammed shut, and a metal grate drops down, blocking it off. The windows
I
you
wanna
notice
quickly-
at
I
this
wanna
point
quickly-
are barred.
I want to quickly look for like a very high up area to quickly hide.
There are rafters above. You're just gonna have to pass a jump check, which you should easily. Yep, you jump up there. So you're in the rafters, and if you want to like blend in with some shadows or something,
Yep.
you can use a stealth check. The stealth check passes, you blend in. So as you're up in there, just basically what you can see is that the entire room appears to have been blocked off. There doesn't appear to be any real way out of at least the area that you can see. So the main church congressional area, as well as the front door, because the front door is thoroughly blocked and the windows are barred.
All right. I'm just gonna start like stealthily walking from rafter to rafter. Going to look around, fucking see if there's any anomalies in the area.
All right, you sir, do you have any kind of like the sense magic or anything like that, or are you just
Yeah, I do.
okay? So
Oh
you
no, I have sense trap.
So are
never
you
mind.
going to use that
Sure, I'll
to
sense
sense any
trap.
more traps?
It's a sense trap plus 1, so
Okay. There's a roll for that.
fucking shit.
You do not notice any more traps than the one that blocked the door. Everything else seems to be relatively as it is. It seems that you're just locked in.
Is there any immediate threat in the area?
You do not see one. At this point, you have been gone for roughly 15 minutes without any kind of contact. Everybody else in the camp, do you want to send anybody in after him?
Maybe.
Why not?
Maybe.
Sans
Hey,
any
fuck
other
you all, man.
What about
Sans
the
any
other
other
frog?
volunteers. I'm going to
I
head
said
down
I'll
myself.
go in. Did none of you hear me?
Well, I can't
Oh,
go
no.
in. I'm the princess.
I want to stay back and hit on the princess.
You have no chance.
She's
Just-
You're
13,
a
man.
frog. You're not even the same species.
Hey,
Like that's gonna stop him.
She's 13,
No,
bro.
I'm saying it's also not compatible. And yeah, I was gonna say she's 13. I specifically made her that way so you didn't fuck her.
He was only 13.
well, you gotta learn somehow, right?
So it looks like Drill
you
Arc
ain't, you
now.
ain't doing that on
Why did-
live stream. That's just
why-
gonna get weird.
Why did he sound like Bill Clinton?
Wouldn't that be the logical choice?
That would be the logical choice. I will give you that.
All
That
right,
would be the
so
logical choice.
Velnos and Arch are both going to venture into the town and see if they can find Cham.
Be careful, you two.
Don't
We'll be
worry, my
fine.
princess. We'll be fine.
I
All
hope
right, so you two walk down into the town. Do you both want to do your perception rolls or your search checks?
Might as well.
16.
they're gonna die, aren't they?
Okay.
That's a nice
What a
phrase.
way to go.
Okay. So you guys both noticed the same church steeple that Cham noticed, and not much more. It's a kind of generic village. You do also notice the same things that he does, though, in that all the places look like there were people in them until just moments before.
Odd.
I am going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
It's
What's the radius on that, or is it a specific?
It's a 30-foot range around me.
In the 30-foot range around you, you sense magic in every single one of the buildings.
Oh dear God. Okay. Velnos, I don't think we should be touching anything, but knowing our hippity hoppity friend, he's probably locked in something or stuck to something.
So you're saying these buildings are trapped with magic?
Oh, they feel like so much magic, it's not funny.
Given the character's background, Mike, should I roll a wisdom check to ascertain if you had any experience with this?
If you personally have had any experience with it, you can try,
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me try.
Shit.
Okay. So
Wow.
you're able to discern that it's some form of illusion magic. Outside of that, you don't really know how it works.
Most unusual indeed.
And I don't have any way to dispel magic quite yet without limiting our ability to eat later, so if you want to make that call, I can try something, but we should probably be near something of import before we do it.
Anyway, you can protect us if we decide to investigate one of the buildings?
I mean, I don't know what's inside. It could explode. It could turn into a monster. I don't know if I could protect you, honestly.
Alright, let's think like our hot party friend. What would be the first place you would go inside?
He's
I would-
so proud of those stupid legs of his. He'll jump somewhere very high.
Fuck you, man.
He's not wrong.
He ain't wrong. That's why I hate it.
Do you think you would be on top of a higher building? It's the highest building around here. It's like the church, maybe.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was oddly too specific. It's like he's
All right, so
medicated.
are you guys going to both go to the church?
Yeah, I'm gonna just kick in the door. Fuck it.
Okay. You're going to have to roll a strength check to kick in the door.
Oh wait, there is an actual door still. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assist because I got a 17 strength.
All right, so you guys are both going to try and kick that door in. Okay, so Velnos, you just stubbed your toe. Arch, you are able to kick in the door. However, you are immediately met with a or an iron gate that has come down to separate the front area where the door is from the rest of the church. And inside, you do see, well, you don't see anything because Sham's hiding in the rafters. So he's going to have to reveal himself to you.
I am immediately going to call out to see if there's anybody inside. Hello? Anybody home? Avon calling.
I'm gonna stay hidden.
You're a dick. Okay. All right, so you're going to stay hidden. So if you guys want to find him, you're going to have to roll search checks to see if
I'm not
he's in
gonna
there.
be able to go through this gate. Not without.
It doesn't have a way to go through it. It's literally a massive metal gate that is actually collapsed to the point where it actually is going through the floor, and the grating is small enough where you can't physically get through it.
I'm gonna use spot to see if I can find another way in. If I need to climb through.
So you're going to do a search check?
Search. Would be
Okay,
better,
you can do a search check.
I'm going to pop guidance on him, which gives him a +1 to skill tests.
Okay. So Velnos, that'll be an extra +1, whatever you're adding to it. Okay. All right. So you notice that all the windows appear to be barred, but if you look on the sides, you can see that the windows are barred, but it doesn't look like the rest of the building is reinforced. So you might be able to put a hole in the wall, and that would work because the walls are still just made out of wood, or at least they appear to be.
How would he put a hole into these walls to look weak?
Sounds like a plan. I don't have any kind of...
I think that just sounds like a
Defensive
fan.
My laptop's fan, do you have a problem?
You
Don't
sound
make me send the
louder
guinea
now.
pig monster after you.
Because I brought the mic closer to my mouth.
That sounds a bit better then. Okay, so you can make a hole, or you can try and look on the outside of the building and see if you can find a way in. Because right now I'm only telling you what you can see based on the inside.
Okay, I want to look on the outside as well. So let
All
me
right, so
look.
just do another quick search check and we'll see what you see on the outside.
Same thing, same +1.
You'll
Not
retain
failing
that
anything
for a bit.
else. We can run back and get the fairy, and I'm sure he has something in his repertoire, like the weird animal thing that he does.
All right, so you rolled an 11. So on the outside, you notice that up on the steeple, it appears that
That's
there
a nat
are
1.
Oh god, that isn't that one.
It isn't.
Oh, it isn't that one.
I gotta get punished, so does he.
Yeah, that's true. All right, it isn't that one, so you fail. So you don't see any way in on the outside. There's no way in. You see that the window barring me, it's barred to the point where you can't fit through it physically, even if you broke the window.
Let's get the explosives. Fuck it.
Oh.
Sounds
don't
good to
have
me. If he's not in there, then we have nothing to lose. And he hasn't answered.
Do I hear this?
You're gonna have to roll a listen check to see if you hear this, because they're at this point they're talking outside the building. 23. You do hear this.
I do a very silent croak.
You're a fucking cunt.
Just enough that they might hear it.
Both of you.
Yeah, make a listen check.
Both of you
Yeah.
can make a listen check to see if you hear that.
It's just based on what?
Your listen stat, or your listen skill. It should be in your little skill
Oh,
section.
it is. Fuck you.
Arch does not hear you. Velnos does, however, because those fucking elf ears, damn it. So, okay, so he hears the croak come from inside the building, and he kind of does a double take back. He's like, motherfucker.
I didn't hear
Okay.
anything. Let's blow it up.
No. Nah. This fucking French frog. When I get my hands on him, I'm gonna bank his ass, and I'm just gonna start kicking the gate and shouting for him to come out.
I'm gonna let him go ahead and kick the shit out of that gate and see what happens.
Same. I'm
Now
watching
Rick has
this.
a bit of a anger problem, I see.
Yeah, don't break your foot.
Okay, so you guys are still around there. So you, Velnos, are you actually gonna beat the shit out of the gate?
Yes.
That's a 21. All right, well, you put a couple dents in the metal, actually, but you just wind up hurting your hands. Take 2 HP damage.
I thought he was kicking the
I
gate,
was
not
using my
punching it.
on my hands.
All right, then you just broke one of your feet. Take 2 HP damage. You just kicked an like a grated iron grate with your feet, and those, unless you have like heavy duty boots on.
Do it again.
Well, doesn't he have like heavy duty boots for what he does for his job?
He's a fencer.
Yeah, but fencing also requires quite a bit of like
He's
wear
a
and tear. So
he's a fencing teacher.
he should still have heavy duty shit.
Not as much as you might think. All right,
Again.
so
Fencer wouldn't
what was
have
that for
heavy
exactly?
duty shit at all.
Okay, so you just hurt your foot's going to be sore for a while because you keep smashing it into that. So you left some dents and stuff, but you didn't like destroy the gate. The gate is still very much there.
Oh, but it's loud.
Huh?
It's loud. I just want to make some noise.
Oh, yeah, no. It makes a shit ton of noise.
So,
No.
No.
We don't say that on stream.
We don't say the gamer word.
What, Nigerian?
Yes.
No Nickelback, okay?
Ooh.
Remember,
All right,
look at this
so
photograph.
you're gonna scream for him to get out. Are you trying to intimidate him to get out of the shadows because he's just being a douche?
If he rolls intimidate, he gets a +1 to it.
That is true. So you can roll for intimidation. So it's your charisma modifier +1, plus whatever you got in it.
Are we gonna see a scary
along
little
with
French
my
girl?
intimidate skill.
Huh?
Oh yeah, so plus 2. Never mind.
It's the intimidation skill. So yeah. And you get an additional +1 to that. 18. All right, Cham, you're going to have to roll to resist that, and that is going to be a Constitution check.
Screaming the game word.
If you want to stay in the shadows, or if you just want to come out, you can come out.
He's just standing at the entrance yelling "ribbit," and it's all racial slurs.
Fuck you. Okay, so he successfully resisted. He successfully resisted enough to stay hidden. He doesn't come out, despite the fact you're supposed to all be friends, and this makes no sense. So yeah, so he stays hidden. So
friends also fuck with one another.
This has now been another 20 minutes since you guys went in. Does anybody in the camp want to do anything?
I'm getting a little worried. Should we send anybody else to find them? Or do you think they're dead?
Oh, they're probably just being dicks.
Maybe you should go find him.
And shut up, I'll go.
So, Kane, you're going to go, and...
Who's left?
Lone priest.
Who's left?
Jasper and the paladin. They're the ones left with the princess.
Come on, you little paladin bitch.
Jasper,
Hey,
you
bonus
stay here with me.
Arch.
What's up?
Hey, bonus scrubber. Fetch me some flies. I have a way to lure them out.
I don't know where you would get flies in the desert. I say we go with plan 1 and blow it the fuck up. If he's in there, then he's being an ass. If he's not, then...
Kill the thing and let it fester for a while. The flies will start to appear, trust me.
Well,
do you see anything to kill?
Did you guys
Didn't
take
you
any of the camel flesh, or did you just leave that?
They're skeletons, unless somebody wanted a zombie. I figured the smell would be
horrid.
horrid.
Well, you also have a little bit of raw meat left over that Vash has for Panda.
But pandas don't eat flesh.
This panda does.
Yeah, this one does.
I didn't want to
I
have
trained
something
him
as
to eat
rare
flesh.
as bamboo, so they just trained him to eat meat.
Oh god, that poor
Yeah.
panda.
Yeah, bamboo is rare to come by in this continent.
Hey, I
Of
do
course,
think
or
pets,
plant products in this.
they just also eat vegetation.
This is
So-
true.
I'm going to turn around and I'm going to head back and get everybody here because it doesn't seem dangerous. It just seems that we have an idiot caught, as long as nobody goes inside of anything. So I'm going to turn around.
Just
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Even though
Not
I
do-
should.
Not doing what?
I was baiting it.
Had to
So-
do it.
I'm going to head back
What?
to the camp and just like have everybody follow in so we can figure this out.
Okay.
I'm
So
going to do
you
another
return to-
slight croak.
You're a dick. All right. So,
So what?
okay. So, God damn it! Stop Fellow, stop messaging me. All right. So, you guys. All right. So, Arch, you return to the camp, which still has Raka, Vash, and Kane at it, and you relay all this information that you guys have just had over trying to lure Cham out of the church for no apparent reason. In addition to the fact that there appears to be a lot of there appears to be traps throughout the entire village.
Yes, so I do believe we shouldn't go inside any of the buildings or touch anything. And Velnos he is absolutely sure that this idiot is caught in the church. I didn't hear anything, and my vote is still blow it the hell up. But you know, it's another
I
day.
like that idea. That's a good idea.
Thank you.
The church.
I mean, if he's caught in there, we need him, right?
I mean, do we?
He's technically your brother. I'm gonna have to make you do a fucking evil roll if you actually leave him behind.
I mean, I think he's fine, right? Right.
Not just
Ah,
hide.
let's go get him.
All right, so you guys are going to go down into the village and you follow Arch back to the chapel. By this point, it has been several hours and the sun is beginning to set. As this happens, you guys start hearing a lot of stuff in the surf right near the village because, again, this is near the ocean. This is kind of like a fishing village, but it's been abandoned.
I vote we leave.
Well, you still need to get him out of the church.
I don't care. I'm already evil. Fuck him. Let's go.
I like this guy.
All right, so you guys just gonna leave Cham then?
No, I'm not going to leave Cham.
No, if we leave him, then I mean, if he dies, you can make him into a zombie.
I just met those guys.
You know exactly how to play my heartstrings.
I don't know if I really trust a frog zombie. I mean, what if it tries to eat one of us?
Do they have
going
teeth?
for-
Well, I'm
No,
pretty
they
sure
don't.
it could swallow us whole.
He has a tongue that can shoot out over several feet and wrap around you and pull you into his muzzle.
Listen
Oh.
here. We don't need to hear about your fetishes.
Sounds kind of
I
kinky.
mean, that's
if you
not a
ask me.
lie. All right, so you guys have a choice. You can try and do something to break Cham out because you now know he's in the building, even though he refuses to communicate with you for some reason. And you have sounds that are coming from the ocean that you're not really sure what it is, and the sun's starting to go down.
I think we should go into the village and away from that creepy sound in the water.
You're in the village. You can hear it from the
Oh.
water.
Okay, I think we
Yeah,
should
we're right
find
next to it.
somewhere safe to hide because that sound is really creepy.
I said we abandoned him in the first place.
But then you wouldn't have a second zombie if he dies, or a third, or however number we're at this point.
All right.
Seventh.
Executive decision. I'm going to cast Dispel Magic, which is a 100 foot plus 10 foot for level. So 140 feet around me is going to turn magic off.
Okay, you cast that. So you said 140 feet. That's the diameter, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so all the buildings in that general area have now had any magical doodads that were going to happen with them removed because but now that you have that removed, you see that all of the buildings around you appear to have bars over their windows.
Oh, fantastic! No, I do believe this is like a reverse crab trap. You know what I mean? Where you put the thing in the water and the crabs crawl in and you pull it up because they're stupid. I think we're the stupid crabs, and I do think we should leave.
That's racist, bro.
I said crab, not frog.
Crabs are basically our cousins, bro.
No, they're not.
So I want to look around, see if there's any way to disarm these traps.
There are no traps in yours. You already sprung your trap.
I know to disarm it.
You're inside the church. You don't know anything about what they're doing. You're still stuck in the rafters hiding.
I know. I want to go around in mine to see if I could disarm the ones that's in there so I can leave.
The way that the trap works is that it's an illusion spell. So the illusion was around all the implements of it. So basically it was kind of like a mouse trap where once you're inside, you can't get out. Because the windows were barred to begin with. It was just the magical aura that kept them hidden so you didn't see them initially. And the gate itself that came down over the entrance was simply there on a mechanism, and as soon as you walked in and broke the plane, the mechanism activated and dropped the gate. So the gate cannot be moved. It is stuck in a stationary position, and the windows were already barred. So there's really nothing you can do.
I want to tap on the wood. See if how hollow it is.
Okay, I'm assuming that would be... What type of a check would that be?
Wouldn't that still be considered search because I'm just tapping?
Yeah, I just didn't know if there was something more specific with 3.5 because sometimes there is.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll go with search. That seems like the logical one.
Well, that's not 20 anyways.
Okay, so that's 2. So all right, so you find what appears to be a spot in the structure that looks like it may have been weakened by some kind of insect damage or water or something like that, but it kind of it flexes when you push it.
It flexes. So in theory, if I could get enough freaking momentum, I could probably throw my entire 40-pound body through that flexible wall.
It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but you could.
Yeah, let's do that.
He's got a healer and a health potion.
So,
do you have any weapons he can throw to break it?
All he has is daggers, so that's probably
a dagger and shurikens. That's all I have.
Yeah.
like
if you
the other
communicate
frog.
the plan, I can give you a weapon because I've got something fun for you.
I'm gonna try it out anyways.
I like the other frog.
Okay.
He seems smarter.
All right, so
Who's the other frog?
Kane's
You.
you're the other frog
Oh,
Okay,
well, he's
never
the smarter
mind.
one.
because you're playing a frog and you're his brother. Okay, so basically what happens is you use your massive legs and launch yourself at the wall. You break through it. However, I'm going to have you roll Constitution to see if you concuss yourself.
20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Oh, what would that be? A fortitude? It's still part of the Constitution saving throws.
It would probably... Hang on a second.
It would be fortitude.
Yeah, well, that's Fortitude and Constitution. So yeah,
Yeah.
you have your... Okay. You're pretty dizzy. So unfortunately, because you smashed your head going out, you're not really... You're going to take a -4 on your reflex save to land on the ground because you launched yourself out of the second story of a building.
Okay, so
love it.
-4. Okay. Wait, -4 or -4 on my current one. So instead of 14, as it want to be 10.
10.
All right.
15. All right, you land kind of wobbly and you roll over a little bit and then you start grabbing at your head. Everybody else is just sort of standing outside and sees this happen.
All right, fantastic. He's an idiot now. Who here is the strongest?
That'll probably be Raka.
I mean, I'm pretty buff as well.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Whatever you
All
say,
your
bro.
strengths.
Hey, shut up, frog.
Yeah, I'm a frog. What of it, bitch?
Mr. Frog, I'm pretty sure Jasper can throw you.
Probably.
All
But
right,
does he have
Jasper.
a gun though?
I used to do javelin challenges back in the day, so I can easily.
Jasper, we're going to do something here.
What's that?
Jasper, a javelin weighs like 10 pounds.
Do you have any like real weaponry other than a javelin?
I don't have a javelin. I have a dagger.
All right, just a moment. I'm going to cast a quicken spell and a regular spell, and essentially what this is going to be is I'm going to take a handful of the camel teeth, smash them, and it turns into the blade of pain and suffering, which is a fucking 3-foot long gnawing, gnashing bone sword thing. I'm going to hand it to Jasper, and then I'm going to hit him with bull strength at the same time, which is a +4 to his base stat of strength. Could you knock down the door, sweetie? Or the wall, or whatever the fuck? We need to get out of here. Now.
Why do you need to knock down a wall? Cham just launched himself through it. You guys are all outside.
Oh, I thought he had actually, fell inside the building.
No. He went through the wall. He's outside the building.
So you just did all that for nothing.
Well, we
for
might
nothing.
still need it to
For the-
kick
for
the
the
shit out of
meme.
something.
You broke that camel's teeth for nothing.
Well, it's.
I'm gonna digitally.
Really gonna use them for anything.
Do I see them by chance?
You kind of squint and you do see kind of all of them staring at you as you're grabbing your skull.
All right, I'm just going to walk to the doctor like, hey, I hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, you're out. Okay.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
It was
I
a
want
nice
out.
plan anyway.
I'm gonna slap him.
Okay. As you guys are about to leave, everybody roll perception.
I knew it.
Wouldn't that be
Jasper, you still have
search?
that sword.
Search. Sorry, I keep saying perception because it's a force of habit.
Same thing.
Oh,
All
no.
right, we got a
Oh, nat 20.
we got an unnatural 20. We got a 17. We got oof.
Hey, fucking Kane, you should be having a
Oh, do I have to
a
roll?
search modifier.
Yeah, I know. I'm just too lazy to put it in.
What's a search modifier?
Well,
Plus
fuck, I
6,
tried.
So it's a 17.
You said
All right.
17?
17. Okay, so Cham, so Raka, obviously because you. Oh, okay, and Vash.
I don't know where my perception thing is on my character sheet.
It's search.
It's search. Sorry, I keep saying perception because I'm so used to the term, but it's actually.
You know these long list of skills? Yeah.
Yeah, I see it here. Fuck.
It doesn't really matter. Raka rolled a nat 20. So.
Oh, all right.
So Raka rolled a nat 20, Cham rolled an unnatural 20, and Velnos and Kane both rolled 17s. So all four of you guys look behind you, and you see what looks to be very large bipedal crabs coming out of the water.
God damn.
What the fuck did I say?
And he knew nothing about this. I had to keep my mouth shut when he started talking about that. I'm like, oh god damn it.
I'm gonna look at the group. I'm like, let's ride the fuck out of here.
So you guys
Yeah.
are just gonna book it? You're just gonna say fuck it to the crab people?
Crab people.
Somebody was gonna do it. I'm glad it was you.
I mean, more zombies means more defense when we go to sleep at night, but I follow the party
I'm gonna-
consensus.
Well, if we're gonna fight, I'm just gonna lean. I'm just gonna like rest my head, like just like my head pat on his freaking chest, like fix head, please.
Well, that's the other thing too, is that you've noticed them, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they've noticed you because combat is not initiated.
I told them that I walked to them. Remember?
You walked to the crab people?
No,
He walked us.
Yeah, no. I know you're with them. I was just saying, in terms of like your perceptions, like you guys have seen the crab people.
I know.
And you know that they're there, but the crab people don't necessarily know that you're where you are. They have very bad eyesight.
All right. So I'm gonna go to the doctor. Go like, hey, head fix, please hurt.
My head hurts.
Which would be Raka.
No, I thought it was
It's
arch.
me. And I
right.
gave him 15 HP back.
Okay.
So
I just thought rocket because paladin.
Well, 15 plus 6. Sorry.
I can heal a little bit, but not all that much.
I think that's all of his health.
well,
Or most of it.
I didn't lose any health, so they just
Yeah, you actually didn't lose any HP. That just takes away your status effect of being dizzy and fucked up.
yeah. So
All right, so you're no longer dizzy and fucked up. So you guys can have a choice now. You can possibly get the drop on these things while the rest of you retreat. You can possibly all flee. You can all attack. You can do whatever you want.
how many are there? How many crab people are there?
You can see 5 of them crawling out of the water.
Are they giant or are they like human size?
They're giant in terms of their relationship to a crab, but they're basically about the size of like an orc.
Okay, then I'm going to
I'm
Get
going
on
to
the
approach
roof.
them, but not with my sword drawn or anything. Just kind of peaceful.
I'm going to get on the roofs.
Jump check.
I'm gonna hide with my donkey.
Shit. Do you just want to say you're good? Do you really want me to jump
Keep
check?
rolling them just because I'm a dick.
God damn it!
Waiting for that nat 1.
Yeah, basically that's the only reason why is like if you roll a nat 1, then I have to make you fail. So you're able to successfully get on the roofs. The princess takes her undead donkey and proceeds to go inside one of the despelled buildings that is nearby and hide. This building does not have. The other problem with that though is that as you walk into the building, unfortunately, the door locks behind you because it is a mechanism. It is not related to magic. The magic itself is just illusionary. So the only thing it was preventing you was from seeing the trap, not necessarily triggering it. So you're stuck inside one of the nearby buildings, but you are safe from the action. So they'll just have to break you out later.
Oh, well,
okay
that's
with
good.
that.
I'm just gonna stay in here and play with my donkey then. Not in the way any of you were thinking.
Oh,
Doesn't have a penis. He's
Donkey
a
show.
skeleton.
Kinky Kelly and the sexy stud over here.
That's one hell of a bone.
Jesus.
Okay, so Cham, you're up on the rooftops. Aka, you're going to approach them with your sword sheaths. So you walk up in front of them and you approach them. They kind of look at you weirdly. They kind of make like clicking noises and stuff with their mouths.
I'm gonna go ahead and make like a gesture of I guess like peace, like a diplomatic gesture.
All right, so roll diplomacy.
Is anyone else there? I'm hoping he gets a 1.
I mean, academically, if you animate a dead crab's skeleton, is it the outside?
It has an exoskeleton, so yeah.
It's,
going to
it's the
experiment on
inside.
that.
It's the inside that's going to get reanimated. So it will have some armor.
Okay, so after we're done with Rocca's thing, Kane's got to reboot his PC. So.
All right,
he
so I
doesn't
got
have
a
a
16.
PC. Oh yeah, he does.
All right, so you got a 16. So I'm gonna roll for the fucking crabs to see
How
how
does
they
that
do.
make
it.
you
They don't-
feel?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay, so the crabs are not taking any of your shit today. They're looking at you and you see that it appears their mouths open a little larger than normal, and it looks like they have a very large set of serrated teeth in there. So they're kind of meat eating apparently.
Crab people.
Well, they are crab.
feet.
So it appears that they want to eat you. So you may want to run.
Run a fight. We need to decide.
Like, I'm attacking.
Or murder the shit out of them, whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder the fuck out of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna murder the fuck out of them if they try to attack me.
I
I'm
ain't
gonna
no
stand my
pro.
ground because I'm a godly man.
Can
We
the
ain't
princess
no-
look around the place she's in for like treasure or something?
Yeah, if you wanna roll for search before that. So she's gonna roll for search, and then as soon as she's done with that, everybody who's gonna be involved in combat, please roll initiative. I'll roll for the 5 crab people.
Well, they don't see me,
Oh,
so I'm gonna
yay.
stay hidden.
Yes, you're hidden, so you're not gonna be able to do that. And I'll have Kane roll when he gets back. I'll say he's up
I
there
rolled a
with you.
19.
I rolled to
We
hide.
ain't a bunch of bitches. We know how to fight.
All right, Rocca, you're rolling initiative.
What?
Okay, so hang on a second.
Oh, Jasper, twinsies.
Oh.
Guten Tag. All right, so you guys are both rolling initiative, so that's both a 14.
That makes me very happy to see.
So while they're doing their stuff, I'm gonna try sneak to get closer to the most rear crab.
Okay, so hang on a second. Let me get these orders correct. All right, so you guys rolled for initiative. Velnos, you said you're going to hide?
I rolled to hide before. What was it?
The D20 plus 5?
I don't think so, no.
That's your last roll on here. So if you want to roll again to see if you could stealth out, which you still have, you do have the option to do right now.
And by the way, really quick, the chat's asking, do AoE attacks exist in D&D?
Yes, they do. All right, you rolled a 16, so you're able to get into like the shadows in an area, kind of like a little alleyway, like near the side, near like the closest building to where they're coming up from, because they're kind of like right where the buildings start, right where the sea is. They've crawled up out of the sea and come a little bit closer.
So I rolled a 17 to see if I could get closer to the most rear.
You get as close as possible, so you're within attack range at this point. You can run up and attack if you decide to go that route, or you can do a ranged attack.
Well, I'm gonna stealth
King
attack.
came back.
From 10 feet away, I'm gonna stealth attack using my tongue.
Okay,
my
hang
dagger.
on a second. Hang on a second before we do that, 'cause I'm gonna have Kane roll. Because Kane, are you there? Can you hear me?
Me? I can hear you.
Okay. So we had to roll initiative against the crab people, so you're gonna have to roll initiative, or if you want, you can roll a stealth check and go to them on the rooftops with Cham.
Just roll initiative.
All right, you're gonna roll initiative. All right, so just roll your initiative plus modifier.
Boop.
And what's your initiative modifier?
Where is that at again on this sheet?
It's at the top.
It's near the top. It's the big thing that says base initiative modifier.
Oh, so it's +2, so 19.
Okay. So you got a all right. So you got a 19. So I'm just gonna write that into the initiative really quick, and then I'm gonna go to Cham for his thing. So you're probably gonna be going first.
Oh yeah, you love it.
Okay. All right. So, Cham, you roll.
That's just to get closer. Like
Yeah.
10
Okay.
feet
So you
away.
roll to get closer. So now you're gonna do your stealth attack with your tongue. So you're gonna do the 3 dagger thing, or you're just gonna do the 1 poke with the tongue?
Just the 1 poke. To like stay hidden, like take them out silently, and without them knowing I'm there.
Okay. So you're gonna have to roll an additional stealth check to get up to him without being seen.
Well, that's what the 17 was.
Well, the 17 was to get as close as possible, and then I said you're about 30 feet away.
30 feet away. Now you say I was attacking distance. That's 5 feet.
Attacking distance in terms you can move that distance and attack. That's what I mean. Not attack distances and you
Okay,
can attack
okay,
where
so
you are. So you're within range to attack.
okay, then I'm gonna get up to about 10 feet.
That's 22. That's enough to get on their blind side. Again, they have very bad eyesight, so you're kind of behind the one of them that's on the far right of the group.
Okay.
You can now do your attack.
Well, after this one, I gotta roll for my sneak attack damage.
Yep.
So that's that, and roll. Oh shit! That's not the 3. Take out 3.
Take out the 3.
No, take out 3. Yeah, because it was supposed to be 4d6. I accidentally pressed +3.
Okay, so that would mean that's a 12,
Oh,
and then
yep.
plus the 3 from your base attack. Are you using your other 2 daggers as well?
No, just 1, just to stay 10 feet, like jab through, and try to stay hidden.
Okay. So basically, that's actually enough to murk that one guy because he
Sweet.
only had 15 health.
Sweet.
So that's enough to murk him. So that one, you kind of just put the blade right through the back of his head very, very quickly with your tongue, and then you immediately pull it back, and he just collapses to the ground. There's now 4 of them, but they don't know that you killed that one, at least not
Should
yet.
I roll to hide again? Just for
you do have the option to
damn.
roll for stealth, but you can go back to the place that you were before.
No, I'm gonna stay hidden around the area.
Well, you're on a beach.
I'm gonna try to hide on the beach.
Okay, I don't know if you're gonna like burrow or something.
Hide yourself
Alright.
in the sand.
Okay,
Yeah, I
so
know,
that's
right?
the hide roll. All right, so you basically managed to like burrow your way down in the sand enough and kind of cover yourself up where you kind of blend in enough where they're not going to notice you. Again, their eyesight is very poor, so that's basically going to be your kind of thing. So there's 4 of them left now, but they're going to engage the other guys after you killed that one. You're still out of combat. So I'm going to do a quick roll for them. I'm not going to roll them separately. I'm just going to do them as one group.
The fuck?
All right, so 13. So they're going to attack as a group. But what we're going to do is, since that's a 13, that means they're going to be going after Arch is when they will be going. So
Hell yeah.
people, 13, okay. All right, so that means that Kane, it is now your turn, so you can choose to do what you want here. You have the first turn in combat.
Before that, Mike, can I shank one of them?
Okay, I missed the part.
Oh, yeah,
Who
you're in
or
stealth
what are
too,
we
right?
fighting?
Shank the skank.
Hang on a second. You're in stealth too, right, Velnos?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So you're going to have to do the same thing that Cham did. You're going to have to roll a stealth roll unless you want to just literally run in and cut the first one in front of you, and then you're just going to initiate combat. You're going to have to roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm just running in. Screw it.
All right, you're just going to run in with the sword and go, yeah, and stab somebody. So roll for attack. Because you're going to surprise them, you're going to get a plus. I'm going to say get a +1 to that, in addition to whatever you have.
Shit, I don't remember what I have for the rapier. The attack bonus is +6, I believe.
Okay, because it should just be your strength or your dexterity.
So
It's a dex-based weapon.
I want to use obscuring mist
You want to use
in
what?
the area. Obscuring mist.
Okay, what's the AOE of that?
Let me take a look. Let me open up the. I gotta open up fucking players.
It's easier just look it up on Google.
Okay,
You're not wrong.
true.
When it comes to individual ones, it's easier. Obscuring mist. Zone.
20-foot radius, 20-foot high.
Yep. Okay. All right. So that would encompass basically all of the crab people if you decided to do that.
Yeah,
However,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna do that before Velno stabs one?
Yep. So I could get a bump of fucking stealth and shit.
Oh, he's revealing himself anyway. He's running straight at them.
Then that way I'll just sneak in so it's safer. Sneak in and backstab, essentially.
Okay, so you're gonna sneak up. So you're gonna have to roll a stealth roll and add your stealth modifier or your move silently.
Does anyone have any fire spells?
Kane
Nope.
has a firearm. Kane, were you asking what we're fighting?
I don't
Yeah,
have.
I had to restart my computer for update.
Yeah, they're crab people.
Because I'm looking
Crap,
at
people.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at obscuring mist, and if fire hits it, it's an explosion in the area.
That's probably going to be a very large explosion. If it's a 20-foot by 20-foot mist cloud.
Yeah, I don't have any fire spells.
Shit.
I mean, Kane has a firearm. That might be enough.
I mean, it's firing a projectile, not fire itself.
My gun.
Well, I'm trying to. I mean, do any of you guys have torches?
Nah.
I got dark vision.
thing.
Yeah, I had dark vision.
All right,
Being
well-
mostly undead and all.
All right. Well, so Velnos, you're gonna roll a stealth check to sneak up,
Cast a fucking.
or it's gonna be he's gonna cast the fog spell, so you're gonna get a +2 to your stealth because they're not gonna be able to see you. They're just gonna have to go by sound if they hear you. So add that plus your move silently. Okay, yeah, no, you definitely sneak up to the side where they can't see you. So and now they're kind of disoriented in there. So again, Kane, it is now to you because Velnos has now moved closer.
Damn it, Arch.
Well, all right. Well, I'll just jump out of the gates. I'm gonna target the closest one to me, and I'm gonna try and shoot him with my gun.
All right, so you're going to use your rifle. You're
Wait,
going to
you
take
had
a
a-
-2 to the aim penalty because they're within the fog. So you're going to have to shoot it like silhouettes, basically.
Got it.
And what modifiers do you get to that? Because that should be your Dex mod.
Dex mod, so that's +2. So it's literally the same as what it is.
No, that's it. Well, it's addition to that, so it's.
I'm back. What I
16.
miss?
Oh yeah, I know, but then it's a -2 also, isn't it? So then it's.
Oh yeah, you're right.
14.
You're right. So it would be even. So that's 14. So, but that is high enough to hit. Purity. Basically, what happened is they've decided to engage in the with the crab people. Cham has killed one, and the other guys are engaged in combat against the other 4. So you do hit with that shot. By
Is
the
that
way,
why rave crabs have been put in general?
yeah.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. I got 8.
Okay. So that is going to hit, and you blast that crab right through the chest. So he goes down on the ground and starts gurgling. He's not dead yet, but he isn't necessarily doing very well. He's lost a good amount of whatever they have for blood. So he's kind of on the ground. So that one's indisposed. There's still 3 of them left, however, and now it's going to go down to Vash.
God damn. Fucking Mako just comes over like, hot brownie? It's like, damn it, I would, but I
Never
work
say
tomorrow.
no.
I work tomorrow.
Let's see.
I'm gonna get closer.
You're already like right behind them.
Then I'm gonna after him. I'm going to attack again.
Stealth attack. Velnos, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna try.
You're going to try and attack Velnos?
I'm going to. Yeah.
All right, that's an 11, so that's not going to hit if that's your attack roll.
I don't get like attack of opportunity since I'm stealth, essentially.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
like
then I'd add to that. I'd add a +2 for attack of opportunity, so that would be a 13. Okay, so just give it a second. Let's let Vash take his turn first, and then I'll start calculating your shit. So Vash, what are you gonna do?
Try using my daggers against one of them.
Okay, so you're just going to go up. Do you want to do the one that Velno, so that Kane already shot, or do you want to do one of the other 3?
I'll do the one that Kane already shot.
Okay, that one's on the ground, so you can just run up and start shanking him if you want.
All right.
So you can he's just on the ground, so you don't need to roll that high to hit, but...
And he's got a +5 to his base attack bonus.
Yeah, so
and my sword still.
Oh yeah, that's right. I still have to use his sword that he gave me.
What's the damage on that, by the way?
It's 1d6 +5.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, because it's
All
based
right.
on my caster level.
Okay, I'll just use the Blade of Pain instead.
Yep, that's fine. Then just roll to hit. Not going
Alright.
to take that much.
All right.
I just stab a crab man to death.
I was gonna say it's a crab. It
d-
can't be
that-
that powerful.
That's going to be a lot. Yeah, no, that's going to hit. That's going to definitely hit. So you can roll for damage on that thing.
Okay, so roll 1d4.
No, because you're using the sword of pain. So it's what, 1d6 +5?
Oh yeah, that's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Fucking.
And I'd like to point out that by the base of the spell, this thing saws and chews and eats as you're hitting things.
Okay, so Vash, you went up and you just started slicing that one. He is dead. You cut his head off and you start just like hacking at him. in your hot pants, and that's what's going on right now.
Oh, that sounds
The
really
bear comes
exhilarating.
up. The bear comes up and starts eating one of its legs, because it likes crab. So the other 3 crab monsters are just like horrified right now at what is happening. Velnos, you can now make your roll. So, okay, Cham, you're gonna make another stealth roll. And is that so that's the stealth up behind him that is successful.
No, that's to attack. That's to attack. You're muted.
And while he's muted, the crabs run like fuck.
Does anyone else want to be food for my panda?
Had to deal with some background noise.
Kinda.
Okay, so Cham, you are successfully able to sneak. That's your attack roll, you said, right?
Yep.
All right, so you're successfully able to attack another one of them.
Oh shit, that's a fucking. And I have another, and I gotta do the fucking
Sneak attack.
sick.
All right, so that's 10 and 3. So you wind up and you stab another one. This one, however, stays alive and starts screaming, but you manage to slice him in both of his walking legs. So he's kind of just crawling along the ground with his extra limbs, but it's not really that easy for him. And you also stabbed him in the back a bunch of times. So he's not doing so good. He's dying. He's on the ground. There's 2 remaining. So you have now revealed yourself. So I'm not going to make you roll an initiative because I don't think the other 2 are going to last that long. But actually, if you want to just do it for shits and giggles, just in case I need you again.
Okay.
It'll show where you're going to go in the order. And that is with your initiative mod. All right, 15. All right, so 15, so that means you will... So since it's already been through Vash, so that means you would go right after Kane in this order.
So can we confirm this is bullying poor innocent crab people?
No.
At this point, it might be because I think they're having some thoughts about this whole eating people thing. They think it might not be as lucrative as possible. 2 of their friends are dead. One of them's getting stabbed to death. Velnos, which one is that for? Is that for attack?
Yeah.
That misses.
I know.
Okay. So Velnos comes up and tries to slice one of the crab people. However, he misses. There are still 2 crab people that are left alive. And are you rolling initiative?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. So you will now get to go first after if we get around the order. But the next person up is going to be Arch.
Okay, so there's 2 running, and you said they finished off that one that was on the ground screaming?
Yeah, there's another one that's on the ground now that Cham cut up pretty bad, but he's not going anywhere.
Oh, so it's still there?
It's literally dying. The other 2 were at full health, but yes, it is still there. Are you gonna reanimate the dead ones?
Oh, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do some real fun stuff real quick. Using the last bits of my charge, I'm gonna just rush up and Superman punch with my spiked gauntlet through the one on the ground and cast Animate Dead along with Fell Animate.
Okay, what does the second one do? Fell Animate?
Fell Animate is the thing that lets me, whenever I kill something, immediately resurrect the dead. So basically, I'm just going to punch through this guy's skull and he's going to get up.
Okay. He really can't move all that well, so you're not going to really need to do too much. So yeah, you can do that. Kane, what are you rolling for?
Sorry, I'm not rolling. The cat was stepping on the keyboard.
That bastard. All right, so yeah, you're not gonna have to roll too high to actually hit it.
What, is he going after the one I'm killing?
Yeah, he's gonna kill that one and then immediately reanimate it. Okay, we need to.
Oh, bitch. Hold on.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Got it.
Yep, that's definitely gonna hit.
Oh my god.
+4.
Doing all right over there, man?
Apparently not.
All right, there you go. 8. Yeah, so you put that gauntlet right through his head. He's dead. He's very, very dead. And you immediately use your reanimate spell and bring him back to life. You now have a zombified crab person with a missing skull
Who likes to
that
dance?
has 15 health. He can also do 2 claw attacks per turn that do 1d4 damage each.
That was coupled with because I twin spelled. It's going to be coupled with animate dead, so anything else in the area is also raised to the dead.
Okay, so that means you have 3 dead crab people.
Yeah, I have a maximum
okay.
of 36, including all of the camels and everything. So I'm still well within my limit.
Okay, so one of the crab people is able to stand up correctly and fight for you normally. The other one is going to have to crawl on the ground like a normal crab because his legs are still fucked.
I'm gonna attach him to my camel. I'm gonna go do that while everybody deals with the rest.
All right, so you just peace out and you take that one crab. Are you leaving the other 2 crab people with you, or are you bringing them?
Oh no, I'm taking all of them with me, but I want to attach the one that can't walk to the bottom of my camel.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so you go off and do that. So you're going to be removed from combat, and now it's just going to be 2 crab people left, and they're going to book it. They're just going to run because they've seen that they are very clearly outmatched in this scenario.
Do I have an attack of opportunity?
All of you are going to have an attack of opportunity, so everybody roll for attack and see how hard you fuck these guys.
Bring me back
Richard's
the
not gonna
leftovers.
attack fleeing enemies.
+2, right?
Yeah, that's going to be +2. All right, Cham, yours definitely hits. Velnos yours is going to hit. Kane, that's +2 for your dex, right? Or is it more?
Yeah, +2.
11, that's going to miss. And Vash, that's also going to miss, I would assume. So Cham, you hit one of them in the back for 12 damage. So he goes down. And Velnos, are you aiming for the same guy?
Whatever's available.
All right, there's 2 of them that are there, so you can aim for the injured one or the uninjured one.
What did I get? Did I get a...
You got a 7.
with the modifier, I mean.
Yep.
With the modifier, it's a 7. You rolled a 1.
No, the attack. No, never mind.
Oh, the attack you rolled a 16, so you're good.
I want to see if it was a critical or not.
It was not.
Because I got a critical from 18 to 20, so...
Okay, so no, you did not. Although I believe that is only on a natural roll. I think that is before you actually add in the modifiers.
Yes.
Okay.
So you guys, so are you going for the one that Cham just hit, or are you going for the other one?
Yeah, screw it.
Wait, which one? Sorry.
I'm going for the other one.
Okay, so you stab one of them in the back and he goes down, and Cham stabs the other one in the back and he goes down. So now they're just both on the ground, like writhing in front of you and like trying to crawl their way back towards the water, desperately clinging to life.
Fuck it, I'm stabbing again.
All right, you're not going to make your roll to hit this time. You can just roll for damage.
Same.
Okay, that one's dead. You put a knife right through his face. He's dead. And Velnos, the one you were on top of, is also dead. You cleaved his head right off.
Nice.
So all the crab people are now dead. They didn't even really get a chance to get an attack hit on you because they just became so horrified at you butchering all the rest of them. So all of them are dead. And it appears that you have all fully completed destroying the crab people. Now, the other thing that you can do is you have a plethora of crab meat available.
Let's feast.
Yep.
So do you guys want to camp there for the night and cook some crab people, or you want to just bring it with you?
Let's go to one of the doors. One of the houses.
I'm gonna have
Charlie's arrival, have him another feast.
Yeah.
I'm going to have my 2 ambulatory zombie crabs break down the wall of the building the princess is in so we can get her the fuck out of there.
All right,
we're gonna go in there too.
All right, so you're gonna have to roll for both of them on strength checks, and their strengths should be. Hang on, I just want to bring up the page so I have that semi-accurate.
Don't forget, I rolled a 19 for my treasure search, so I'm having fun.
Sorry, that is correct. I will have to roll for that in a minute. All right, so each one of those crab people has a strength of 18, so they have a decent amount of strength. So you can ask them to start trying to get through the wall. All right, it's going to take them a bit, or at least the first one. All right, the second one is doing much, much better. And then you also have your third one, who's the crawly one. Do you want him to help too, or you just want him to stay strapped to your horse?
Absolutely, he's going to help.
All right, so he's doing a good job too. So they managed to break through that wall in about an hour, and by that time, Cham and the others have proceeded to gut the remaining crab people and are now cooking the results of their hunt. I guess I don't even know what you want to call it, but they're cooking the remains of the crab people. It's not genocide because there's only 5 of them, but you are cooking the remains of sorry, not 5 actually. Technically, I think you're only cooking the remains of 2 because the other 3 are zombified. But that's still like 8. That's still 40 pounds of crab meat. So basically, you're cooking that now. The princess, while she was inside, went searching through everything, and she rolled a 19. So what she actually found was a small sword that was on the inside, and it's an interesting design. It looks like it looks a little bit like a wakizashi, if you know what that looks like.
Oh, god damn it.
Yep.
Fucking weeb.
I am going to, because it's a 0 spell, cast Detect Magic on it.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic. It does not have any magical enchantments on it. It appears to be something that was inside of the home before it was transformed into a trap. It was just something that it was just something that the people that live there, or the crab people, didn't really give a shit about because they can't really hold swords.
All right, I'm going to let her know that it's not very remarkable, but it is a fun find.
It is still a good sword. If anybody would like to use it, it's technically classified as a short sword.
I'll just let the princess use it for defense.
Yeah.
Okay, then the princess can keep that on her. I will make a note of that.
Yay!
So you guys bed down for the night and have a plethora of cooked crab meat from all the crab people that you killed. So that is the evening. So the next day, do you guys want to continue on to Hornfire Village?
Sure.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't think anybody has any damage, but if you did overnight with a long rest, it should have healed.
No, nobody got hit.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you guys are going to continue on to Hornfire Village, and that's going to be another few days away. But that I'm not going to roll again because you guys already rolled for an encounter. So you guys do make it to Hornfire Village, and it's a little bit of a different type of town than Sea Serpent Harbor. It's further inland, so it's a bit more landlocked. There's no like immediate water areas near it. There is a few wells around town, so they do have water in the town, but there's no like standing water or anything. It's very much still a desert. It's a larger town, so it has a lot more in it. It is going to have a small supply of black scale legionnaires that are camped outside of the city. They don't directly operate within the city. They leave that to the city guard, but they operate as kind of like an extra force. Like if something goes down in town, they come in. So they're still there. So you have all those, probably about 50 Dragonborn that are camped outside the city, but outside of that, there's not much.
I think we might want to avoid them.
They are outside the city, so you still have access to things without having them really know about it. There's just a camp. It's kind of like it's just like a camp that they have there, just in case.
And there's a way to get to the city without them actually seeing?
They're on one side, so they're the entire campment. It's not immediately next to the city. It's a little bit of a ways away, but it's close enough where the city guard could signal them.
Oh, that's not good at all.
Well, we'll just have to be very, very careful, that's all.
Well, we're riding undead animals with a person who's very interesting to the Dragonborn. I still don't think we should go anywhere near this place. We've got plenty of crab meat, and I can make more water. I say we go around.
Well, I could try disguising the princess.
That might work.
Maybe
Jasper, you're a fruit. You can do something with makeup, can't you?
I'm actually proficient in disguising.
Don't you want Vash to make him to do his queer eye for the straight guy thing?
Yes.
Jasper, I think the frog might be into you.
What?
Is Vash?
Hey, yo, which frog?
Oh, really?
My brother, Jasper, my brother.
No, the younger one.
No, I'm good.
No, the younger one. I want him.
I'm gonna pull out my knife. No, him.
I'll seduce
Jasper,
you
you
with
can
my
hit on the
charm.
frog later. Can you help disguise me, please?
I'm
Fine.
proficient in disguise. What the fuck?
But he's the only one that can make me look fabulous.
All right, sweetie.
Dang,
Can't
son.
argue with that logic.
Vash, roll disguise.
All right, sweetie. I'll disguise you.
God damn it. Also, your modifier if you have it.
Oh, fuck. That's right.
Well,
Okay,
just
you can
add
roll.
your modifier to 15.
Whatever that is, 15 is still a good roll.
Let's see. Disguise.
He's got a +3.
My disguise is a 3 for the skill modifier.
Mine's
So that's
a
an
plus
18, so
8.
that's good enough. So you're able to disguise her enough with some clothes and stuff that you managed to find in the village beforehand. So she's basically kind of wearing a cloak. She's wearing a hood, so you can't really tell what she, if it's a woman, if it's a man. It's just somebody in a hooded
bunny
robe
ears.
that's sitting on top of an undead donkey. Although, to be fair, this is a land of black magic, so it's really not that uncommon to see undead animals running about.
Is this how Saria feels?
Yes.
I'm gonna put some bunny ears on the hood.
Why?
Do you have bunny ears?
No, I'm gonna just make it.
Out of what?
I'll allow this.
I'll let him have it.
Just hold still. I don't want to finish up your makeup.
All right.
You don't need to roll for that.
I'm still rolling.
Let him
All right.
have it.
I wasn't what I was supposed to do it, fuckers. Oh man.
All right, so Vash, you have successfully disguised the princess. So now you guys should be able to go through town without too much trouble, as long as you don't directly run afoul of anybody who's an authority figure.
I look directly at the younger frog.
What? Ribbit.
Ribbit indeed.
Ribbit. I'm gonna search for a bank.
All right, roll search.
Oh, that was a joke.
But the chat
Oh,
asked,
okay.
do I look fabulous?
Yes.
There we go.
All right, so you guys are able to roll into
You're as
town.
fabulous as a freaking someone getting married to a Arab dude.
And goodbye.
No. Okay. So all right, so you guys all roll into town, and there are several inns that you can stay at, and there's also, it appears to be, there's a bunch of various shops and things like that. It seems like there's a lot of places to buy things in this town. Jam, what are you rolling for?
A wear shop.
Specifically what? Armor or weapons?
Weapons.
Weapons. All right, you do find a weaponsmith. Or a
Okay.
blacksmith that deals in weapons.
I'm gonna roll up like a freaking like a gangster frog, just rolling up, trip walking. I'm gonna go up to the front. Ribbit.
Did somebody lose a pet?
Damn.
I'm gonna bring out my 3 daggers.
All right, I'm back.
Upgrade.
What did I miss?
Cham is going for... So you successfully disguised the princess so you guys can enter the town. And
Princess
Cham
step
has
away
found a
from it.
blacksmith.
Be right back.
I want to see if he has any better daggers.
Okay, so you want him to upgrade your dagger specifically. You don't want a different weapon. You just want to upgrade those.
Yes.
Okay. So he looks at you and he says, well, I can upgrade the ones you have, or I can give you some other ones that might be better. It's up to you. The upgrading's cheaper than buying new ones.
Let me look at the new ones first.
Okay.
Ribbit,
So
ribbit.
basically what you're using are basic daggers. What he has are dwarven daggers, because the dwarfs are actually very prominent. So I
Okay.
just need to look up. Spell dwarven. Okay.
Does it come
am-
with black?
I am most definitely going to be hanging out with Cham because I have a plan to ask him once we're done here.
Okay. All right. So basically, the dwarven daggers, they do 1d6 each instead of 1d4 each. And the
Okay.
dwarven daggers are how much did you pay for each one of those things? 10 gold, I think, originally in character
Yeah.
creation.
Yep.
So the dwarven daggers are going to be 15 gold a whack.
45.
It's going to be 45 gold for 3 of those daggers.
I want to see if I could use diplomacy to see if I could talk him down a bit.
I'm really fast going to hit him with Eagle Splendor for a +4 to his charisma.
Okay. So Cham, you can roll that. I believe that would be diplomacy. So you can roll the diplomacy check, and that's whatever you have +4.
All right, that's 6. Sweet.
Okay, so 16. I'm gonna roll for the shopkeep to see if he can resist that. He does not. So he's willing to cut the price in half. He's willing to give it to you for, let's say, about, what would that be?
15 gold?
No, that's not half. That's way below half. That's a third. That would probably be about 22.
Yep.
21 to 22. So we'll call it 22 gold.
All right, I give him 22 gold.
All right. How much does that leave you with?
53.
Okay. Where'd you
The
get the other
dwarf-
gold from?
I didn't buy much.
You bought 3 daggers that were each worth 10 gold apiece.
No, I don't think they were 10 gold a pop. Hold up.
I just asked you what it was. You said
did.
10 gold.
I'm tired, but they weren't 10 gold a pop. Hold up. I could bring it
Well,
up right
regardless, the dwarven daggers were still that same price, so we'll just
Yeah.
calculate that in. That's fine. Whatever you paid at the time, I approved anyway, so it doesn't matter. So, okay, so you wind up buying those daggers, so you can now
Dwarven
replace the 3
daggers.
daggers that you have on your normal character,
now. All right.
or on your normal thing with those. Do you want to sell those daggers, or you want to keep
Sure,
those?
I'll sell them.
All right, so each one of those daggers, because we kind of messed up the numbering before, is going to be worth about 5 gold each. So we'll pay you 15 gold for all 3 of them.
Sweet.
So in reality, you only spent about 7 gold. So you have 3 new daggers. The rest of you, I assume, are going to go and try and find an inn somewhere, someplace where you can stay, since it's starting to get close to nightfall.
Yes, that is a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to R, see what he wants. He said he wanted to talk.
All right, listen here, frog friend. I have a plan.
Ribbit. Ribbit.
Yeah, exactly. We need to find some kind of magic shop. I saw what you did with the sneakiness, but let's try and find something worthwhile.
As I hear the sneakiness, I put up my hood.
Your hood's
And-
on automatically.
Fuck. I'm gonna take it off, then put it back on.
Okay.
Okay, quick recap because I had to step away.
Cham bought 3 new daggers, and now him and Arch are plotting something nefarious.
We're gonna get our asses kicked out of town, is what's gonna happen.
Oh, dear God.
Dice
So,
gods be with me, baby. Dice gods be with me.
I want to find the nearest magic items, like selling shop, if there is one.
Roll a search check.
I'll search check as well, since he told me what he wanted.
That is true. All right, you both managed to find what looks to be a normal magic shop. It has potions, enchanting, that sort of thing that they charge for.
I
Okay.
went in like ribbit, which pretty much says, "What are we looking for?"
So here's the plan.
He doesn't
I'm-
know what ribbit means.
He's probably just going to like throw it off and like,
I'm-
this is what I want.
Whatever he
He was
says,
stuck.
I'm just nodding and just continuing on with what I'm saying. I
Yeah,
don't really care.
That is fair.
It's about
So
right.
the plan here, I'm going to go inside. I'm going to, I believe the term is case the joint, correct?
Why don't you just let me go in, sneak in, and see if I can put him to sleep, and see if we could get what you need.
I mean, that'd be wonderful, but on the off chance that you can't put him to sleep, I'd still like to be able to find the thing. So I'm just a customer. It's not suspicious for a customer to walk inside.
Okay.
Plus, if
I
I'm
wanna-
inside as well, you'll be able to have me as a distraction, correct?
Okay, so Arch is going to go through the front door and
I'm
walk
gonna
in as a
look for,
customer, a normal customer. So there's nothing really out of the ordinary about that outside of the
Yep.
fact you're wearing human flesh.
and I roll 25 to find a way to try to sneak in.
There appears to be a back door that you think might be made for a small animal, but you can fit through it.
Prior
I
to
sneak walk to it and go
prior
in.
to us splitting up, I am gonna tap him with Cat's Grace as well, which is a 1 hour +4 to his dexterity.
I don't know. if
I
he
mean, my
definitely
dexterity
needs
is
that, but
already
okay.
20, but okay.
So that means it's 24, so you get a +7. Or a plus. Yeah, no, that would be a +7.
That's 30 something.
So, all right. So you are successfully able to sneak in that like little doggy door thing, and you manage to get inside the building. You basically are able to. You're in the storeroom, basically.
Okay.
You're in kind of the back room. So the shopkeeper is out front, along with Arch.
Did Arch tell me exactly what he was looking for?
I
No.
gave you before we split up, I would have give you a rough idea, but I also would have gone give a rundown of I'm gonna tap my finger on whatever it is that I want you to try and snag, and then pull the shopkeeper elsewhere.
Okay.
All right, so since Arch is just kind of putzing around inside the building, Cham, are you going to go up to the front and kind of look out?
Yeah.
Okay, so you look out, you see the Arch is kind of fumbling his way through some stuff that's on the counters and everything like that. Arch, you're going to roll perception to see if you notice him. Or roll search or whatever, or spot. All right, he's pretty fucking obvious, and you know he's going to be there. So you do notice his little frog face poke through the side of the door, so you know he's there.
All right, I'm gonna start walking around and kind of giving the shopkeeper the, jabber and find out what he actually has in stock.
All right, so you're talking to the shopkeep. You go up to him and you talk to him.
Is there any rafters above?
No, it's a one-story building, but the ceiling is relatively flat. There's no real rafters that you can hide around.
Okay.
You can sneak around on the floor a little bit because you're small.
Okay, I do that. Fucking.
Well, you're right at the door right now anyway, so you're within arm's reach almost of the shopkeep.
Okay.
All right, so what do we have in stock?
Arch is going to go up and talk to him, so he kind of looks at you and says, "What can I do for you today, Missy?"
Well, I'm just in the neighborhood and shopping. I'd like to see what you have on special, and especially, I'd like to get a bag of holding at some point, but I know they're very expensive. I'd like to price point them, so to speak.
I'm sorry about that. We don't have bags of holding here. I only do that stuff special order, and usually you got to send them to it for the north because the enchanters down here suck. You know the business.
Oh yes, absolutely. What pray tell do you have in stock?
Well, I got a few potions over there. We got, let's see, there's an invisibility potion. There's a potion of stone skin. Well, armor potion, really. I just like to call it that because I'm a weirdo. There's a charm person potion on the third shelf down there. And then we also got some of these herbs here meant to cure a bunch of ailments. I don't know. Some orc sold, no, I got sold these, from a guy up north. He was running some farmsteads. It's called Green Dragon.
Oh.
Time has come, boys.
While he's doing that, is he looking at the green dragon right now?
He's got it in his hand, physically.
Mm. Can I spot the green
Or
dragon?
some of it. I should say some of it. You don't know if that's all of it.
Yeah, I want to look, see if there's any
Roll a search
green
check.
dragon.
All right, you see what appears to be a large green brick sitting underneath the counter, wrapped in a clear, plasticky-like substance.
I grab.
With your tongue?
Yep.
I'm gonna
All right,
do my
roll,
best
roll
to run
stealth to make sure you
interference.
get that out of there safely. Because you can't do that with your tongue.
Since I still have that +7 from for an hour.
Oh yeah, you snagged that shit. That shit's in your mouth right now.
I put that in my backpack.
All right, you put that shit in your backpack, and next is for those people in the chat that don't know what Green Dragon is. Green Dragon was something we made up in the last campaign that was a very powerful strain of fantasy marijuana. So that is what he just stole, was a very large green brick of marijuana. So he's explaining this to you, Arch. He doesn't realize that he's kind of lost his whole stash already. But he did tell you that you do have an invisibility potion, an armor potion, and a charm potion that are sitting up on the shelf. And really, most of the other stuff in there is not really worth all that much.
So there's no items like a quick tent or anything like that?
You do have a few quick tents. He's willing to sell. He says he's willing to sell those off, although he only has a limited supply. He only has 3 of them. And then he also says that if you wanted to order anything that was a bit more expensive, he could do that, but it would take a couple days to come in.
How big is a quick tent?
A quick tent is big enough for you. It would probably be big enough for you and Kane if you got one of them.
I mean,
it's
how
big
heavy?
enough for about one person.
Like how heavy?
The tent.
They're magic like pocket tents that just pop up.
Yeah, basically, it's like think about like capsules from Dragon Ball, like that. That's basically how it works.
Do I see these quick tents?
You're gonna have to roll You're gonna have to roll search to see a spot to see if you see them, unless Arch, you want to specifically point them out to him because he is watching you.
So I'm going to.
That's a nat 1 for my search.
So you fail. Okay, so Arch, do you want to deliberately point that out to him?
Well, yeah, I absolutely do. I also want to ask what type of the pop-up tents is it? Is it the type 1, type 2? Like how many rooms do they normally have?
These ones are basically just for one person. They're made, huh?
Yeah, that's type 1s.
Yeah, so that's basically what it is. It's a type 1. The only reason I said Sham might be able to fit him and Kane in it is because they're both frogkin, so they're kind of small.
So they're 15 foot by 15 foot. They kind of go big, unless these are a different kind.
These are like the pup tent version.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Like the camping tent version.
So I'm gonna tap like right above where the tents are, and then on a point at the invisibility potion. How much was that over there?
Visibility potion, that's going to be about 15 gold.
So, did he bring them away from the tents?
He's pointing at so the tents are kind of behind the counter on a shelf, and he's bringing him over there to kind of look at this invisibility potion.
Oh,
I'm gonna...
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay in like silver and copper as much as I can until he looks annoyed, and then fork over the gold.
All right, so Cham, what are you doing with? Oh no, that's just the one. Okay. So Cham, you know where those tents are, and you know what he's pointing at right now is an invisibility potion.
Yep. I'm gonna get the tents real quick.
All right, stealth roll to grab the tents and get them out of there.
All right. Okay? That's it.
That is successful. So you now have 3 of the magic pup tents.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna keep watch just in case he wants anything else.
Well, I'm assuming he's gonna try and fleece him for these potions too.
Oh no, I'm gonna pay full price because Syra is an asshole, but she's not a cunt.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, so basically he said the invisibility potion is 15 gold.
Yeah, I have 83 left over from character gen, so I'm gonna pass over the full amount.
Okay, do you want the prices for the other 2 potions as well?
You said it was an armor potion and what else?
A charm person potion.
Is that like I have to? Is it an on contact or how does that one work?
You basically what happens is whoever ingests that, whoever they look at first.
I'll get the pricing on that too, so that we can have our froggy friends like spike somebody's drink.
That's only going to be 5 gold.
Oh, spike someone's drink, huh?
Oh god.
He's not
Real
going to make you do
quietly.
anything you wouldn't do already.
Listen here, you fruit.
He's also, yeah, I know he would be there. He's the barter guy.
So yeah, I'm gonna pay full for the charm potion and the invisibility potion, which is 20 total.
Yes. All right, so you pay for that. A Cham, you're just gonna slink out the back door.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, so you leave. So that means you guys got the brick, which is actually a full pound of the green dragon, and then you also have all of your. Excuse me, and then you also have all the other stuff that you grabbed, which was the 3 pup tents, and Arch grabbed the invisibility potion and the charm person potion.
Nice.
So you guys then regroup with the rest. Are you guys going to try and find an inn or anything to stay at?
Let's just find an
Yeah,
inn.
sure.
All right, so whoever's going to look for an inn, please roll perception.
I'm gonna let the frog take care of it.
All right. So
Which one?
Either of them.
All right,
The other
Velnos is-
frog.
all right, Jam 26. Velnos.
Oh, is Velnos gonna look? Is that? Why don't we all just look for one?
yeah.
Well, you all can. It's just whoever wants to, basically.
Well, I rolled 26. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough. The princess didn't find much. All right. So, yeah, you did find a fairly decent-looking inn. And as you go towards the outside, it is called the Tipped-Over Flask. It's an
What
inn
kind of
slash-
name is that?
It's an inn/bar
Okay.
Well, this looks
because
charming.
most inns are also bars.
It's called a tavern.
All right. Let's go
All right.
in.
If
Okay,
we're going
so
into a tavern, are we gonna have some emo sitting there in a cloak and a black cloak and a trilby, ready to talk
No,
about
I
his
didn't.
swing?
no, I did that in the last campaign. That was the contact. That was Ishmael when you guys first met Ishmael.
That was Ishmael.
Then he turned into Steve Buscemi. All right. So, what are the rest of you guys going to do? Are you guys going to all go into the inn and get a room, or are you guys going to do something else?
Just gonna get a room and sleep.
How big are the rooms?
They're big enough where you can. There's some doubles and some triples.
All right. Well,
It's a fairly good sized inn.
Uhtred is going
Well-
to get his own room. He's not sharing a room with these heathens.
Fair enough.
I'm definitely going to try and find a stable for all our undead animals, unless we left them and the zombies outside the city.
There are some stables on the outside that are reserved for people that are renting rooms that you can stash them at.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shove them all in there and head for a room then.
Okay. All the animals are in there, and you can head up and head inside and go talk to the bartender about a room. You guys can purchase rooms for the night.
the
It
princess
is
could be in the room
it is
with
5 silver per bed. So as far as what we're looking at here, it would be 6 beds, regardless of the room. So that would be 30 silver.
I slapped down the money for the whole lot.
Hey. The bartender
Okay,
hands you out, or the innkeeper, bartender, whatever, hands you out a series of keys that all lead to the rooms upstairs, and you guys can go up and relax in your rooms, and that will end this day.
Oh, I wanted to share a bed with Syra.
You can split
Yeah,
it out
Christ,
however you
no.
want.
Me, Kane, and Arch will share a 3-bedroom. Fucking I'll tell the fairy that fucking Velnos and the princess will stay in one room. Since they are considered the princess bodyguards.
Okay, Frogger.
I mean, doesn't Sarah want to stay in my room? We're both girls.
Oh no, darling, I am a woman.
Oh, wait.
Jasper is a girl.
Oh wait, Wait, Syra's a woman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's playing a chick.
Oh.
He knows he's doing it on purpose.
Oh.
I
That's why
might
it's
just
always funny.
I might just reconsider my life then. To lose.
You two would make a really cute couple.
Oh,
Oh, okay, I'm
Weird.
going.
The weird butt play. Okay. All right. So so Rock is getting his own room. You three are in your room, and you three are in your room. So you're all going to bed down for the evening.
yep.
Now, who is in the room with the princess?
That should be Velnos and
Yeah, me.
fucking
And
Fairy.
Vash. Okay.
Yeah.
Quit calling me fairy.
You are a fairy, you twink.
Yeah, shut up, Frogger.
Ribbit, ribbit, motherfucker.
You can't hear each other. You're all sleeping.
I feel like that's a racial slur, but for frogs.
Probably.
Frogger.
Frogger with a hard
Frogger.
R.
Oh God.
Frogger.
No, I
Hey,
just
hey,
got
what's
that.
up?
Frogger.
I
What's
just
up, my
got that.
Frogger?
What's
Okay,
up,
well,
Frogger?
let's not get too comfortable with that.
The F word with a
Oh,
hard R.
hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Daggers are 2 gold a piece.
Okay, so that's what you bought at the. That's why you had so much gold. So that made sense. Those dwarven ones were still pretty expensive, though.
Yeah.
But you only spent 7 gold on them in total, so it kind of evens out.
Yep.
All right, so, in the middle of the night, there is suddenly a knock on the princess's door. Now, the princess, Jasper, and Velnos are all going to have to roll in order to see if you guys wake up to the knocking.
Since both Kane and I are assassins, are we able to hear that with our keen sense of hearing?
You're going to have to both roll listen checks to see if you can hear it, and you're going to take negatives because you're down the hallway.
Listen, fucking.
But that also means that all 3 of the other people are going to have to roll listen checks as well.
Will that be gather information? Because there's no listen. Oh,
There
there's
should-
a listen.
I was going to say there should be a listen.
So all of us have to do it?
Yeah, everybody that's in that room plus Cham and Kane.
Yes.
I
Hey,
am
Kane.
retarded as
The
hell.
princess is out. She is out. She's still sleeping.
Hey, Kane, roll a listen check.
That girl is
Yeah, I know.
snoring up a storm.
Jasper gave her wine before bed.
All right, so Kane, you might be able to hear it.
What's your listen
That's
check?
20 plus with the plus. It's the 14 plus 6.
Oh,
Jasper's
So that's
asleep
funny.
with me.
Well, you
Yeah,
also have Vash, you also have a listen check, so if whatever that is added
Jasper,
to
send
that
the
number.
panda.
okay,
It's a plus 6 for Jasper.
I can roll for
listen,
Ling.
plus, yeah, I got a +6 on here.
Wait, it has a name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just calling it Ling Ling. I don't know what its name is.
Fucking Ling Ling.
He named it. Okay.
Oh,
So the panda is still very much asleep.
He snuggled up with me.
The panda and you have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Oh, he's snuggling with you?
Yeah.
I told you he likes her more.
I'm his master.
It doesn't mean he doesn't love you. It just means that he loves you slightly less than her.
That's still bullshit.
It's because she feeds him all the things that you won't give him.
What do you, like, what?
I'm a princess. I can get bamboo.
That is true.
Little.
All right. So, Kane, you're going to be able to hear this from your room. Velnos, you're going to be able to hear this, and Vash, because that's a +6, you're going to be able to hear this as well. So, Kane, are you just going to do anything with that information, or are you just going to go back to sleep?
What was the information?
So basically, this guy is knocking on the door to the room where the princess is. That also has Vash and Arch in it. You rolled to see if you could hear the knocking because you're an assassin and you have a very high perception ability. So,
Yeah, I am gonna do something. I am gonna yell really, really loud that somebody's knocking on the door.
how loud is loud? As loud as you can.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see what that is entail because that should be. Okay. I'm just going to have you add in, because you're going to try and do this as loud as possible. I'm going to have you add in your Constitution modifier, because you're just going to be trying to like scream as loud as physically possible.
Okay.
So roll a d20 and then add in your Constitution modifier. Hopefully you don't roll on that one.
It's +4, by the way, so that's 18.
All right, you immediately get pushed. You sit straight up in bed, and you immediately start bellowing like a frog in the most loud ribbits possible. And you're just blowing air out of yourself. This immediately wakes Cham up, who looks over at you, and then everybody else in the other rooms can also hear you. You're also in the same room as Arch. He also wakes up.
There's somebody knocking on the princess's door. I'm going back to bed.
Dear Christ, you fucking fricassee, what the hell?
What? I got scared.
At what?
I don't know. Could be anybody. Could be a Jehovah's Witness.
Keep in mind, he didn't even hear the knocking, so he has no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
It could be a Mormon.
Jehovah's Witness. Oh, God. Let's go kill it.
Okay.
So,
all right, so are you guys going to answer the door? By the way, Raka, you were also woken up by this.
Yes, I'm going to answer the
You're
door.
So people in
room
my
over.
room were woken up?
Yeah, all of you were by the screaming, because Kane then proceeded to let out like a loud ribbity noise to wake everybody up. So since you guys are in the next room over, you all did hear that. So you and Panda are up, and you are not happy because you don't have your morning face on yet.
All right, so Uhtred opens his
When
door.
did she ever?
Shut the hell up, Kermit. We're sleeping.
What
I
was
rolled
that
an 18
ghastly
to us.
sound?
I
There's
rolled an
somebody at the door, princess.
I rolled
Then
an
go
18
kill them.
to
That's
sneak.
not my job.
Actually, technically, that is your job.
I rolled an 18 to sneak out my door to see what the fuck is going on.
Successfully sneak out the door. You see what looks like a man, or a fairly large man, in a hood, knocking on the door.
I'm not even going to sneak out. I'm just going to walk out and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna have to lower your ass.
Hang on a second.
I'm gonna hide.
So you just walk. So Cham is snuck out
hiding.
the door and is seeing this. So he's kind of hiding. You walk out the door, draw attention over there, which by the way makes him notice you, Cham. So he sees both of you.
Well, it's dark. Should it be dark?
You're in a hall. It's dark in your rooms, but there are torches and candles in the hallway, because it is still a
Fuck.
public hallway with one bathroom.
Fuck.
Or really, more or less, it's just kind of like a hole in the floor that you poop in.
Okay. Well, he sees me, so okay.
He does see you. So Kane, he looks over and just, what the hell is this shit?
I'm gonna rib it.
That's what
I'm going to walk out
What are you
right behind
doing?
him.
I'm
with
just trying to knock
skin
on a
suit.
door, man. Can't a guy knock on a door at 1:30 in the morning?
Not that fucking door.
Why?
That door is special.
I know why it's special.
Then why the fuck are you knocking on it?
Because I gotta talk to the special people that are inside.
Maybe the special people don't want to talk to your dumbass.
All right. You know what? Fuck you. I'm done with this. He just keeps knocking on the door.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Jasper, please get the door.
Sure, princess.
Bash goes over and opens the door. He sees what appears to be a large man that he now knows is a half-orc, standing in the doorway. He does have a hood on over his head, but you can see his face because you're close enough to him.
Quit conference with the frogs. Do we kill it now?
Wait. Nobody's killing anybody. I'm here on official business.
I pull out my daggers.
I am here on official business. Here, take this, and he hands out a scroll that is rolled up.
It could be a trap.
Jasper,
Give it
you
to
grab
Jasper.
it in case it's a trap.
Yes, I agree. Jasper, go.
You can do it, Jasper.
Excuse me, princess.
Okay,
think
stab
that the-
Jasper.
Don't fucking do that.
I'm gonna take the paper from them and read it myself.
Thank
Is
you,
that the
Okay.
ancient
Malric.
scroll of the Suggins?
No. So Velnos takes the scroll, and he opens it up, and when he looks on the inside, he reads basically it's actually a scroll that was written by the king, who at this point you believe to be dead. And the scroll basically reads that the man you are talking to is a representative from Calgar, and that he is there to help escort you to the Northern Gate and beyond. You can tell that the scroll is legitimate because it actually has the Kingdom of Nexus royal seal on the scroll.
So
The
So it's
seal on
still
the
on the
seal.
seal on the seal is what you're saying.
Seal, yes.
Somebody say kiss from a rose? What?
Kissed by a rose under the gray.
Okay. So Valdos, you read that and relay it to the others. The half orc puts his hands up and identifies himself as Warhog.
dude, Warthog.
Warhog.
Warthog.
Dude,
Got
Would
it.
the princess recognize him?
No, she has no idea who he is. He's a representative from Calgar, so he's from the far north.
So, what possessed you to knock on a door at 1 a.m. instead of finding us when we are awake like a sane person?
You ask me if it's a smart idea to go looking for a wanted person in broad daylight?
He's got
Well,
you there, bitch.
He does got you, man.
We obviously had her disguised. How'd you know it was her in the first place?
That's
Because
true.
Because the scroll was sent from the north 2 days ago, and you were not at the north gate, so this is the only other place. I was already told where you were going to get dropped off. It says in the scroll.
Hey, bro, how do you know I'm not the princess?
Because you're a frog.
So?
What about me? Huh? Am I the princess?
Can I ask you something? Are you 13 years old and human?
I mean,
No, well,
Well, I mean,
I can
He
be
is
13
kind of-
if you want.
in your dreams, man, I could be.
He's
Remember-
going to ignore the frog people now.
Hey, age is just a number.
Can
He's
we-
going to ignore the frog people now.
Okay, Michigan J Frog, settle down.
Ribbit,
All right,
ribbit,
Go to bed
motherfucker.
then.
Yeah, I'm going
All
back
right,
to
so
bed.
Kane goes back to bed. So he says basically that he's there to escort you guys up north to the northern gate and get you through the Elven Forest so that you can get to Calgar. That's his purpose.
Riveting.
He's willing to
Or-
wait until the morning.
Or should I say ribbiting?
Go in the
Ah.
corner.
Huh.
Willing
wow.
to wait until the morning? You expect us to leave now?
No, he said that he's going to wait until the morning.
I don't like
Right.
that we have somebody else setting our time schedule. How do we know this isn't a trap?
Why didn't you wait till the morning to say that?
Right?
Do you want to wait until tomorrow in case you get caught?
Sure.
I just
Kinda.
wanna sleep. I don't care where we go. Can I just sleep?
All right, Warhog's going to go downstairs and get drunk until it's time to leave.
Have a good night, Warthog.
It's Warhog.
Warhog, whatever. Still a pig.
Come on, Pandy. Time
You.
to get some more sleep.
At least I'm not a frog.
I tell him
He's
to sleep
got you
when
there, bro.
I-
Oh fuck, I'm a frog too.
I tell Kuma to sleep whenever he needs to. He doesn't take orders from you, princess.
At least I'm not a frogger.
Hey.
Hey, you don't want this slime, motherfucker.
Hey, shut up,
Hey.
all of you.
That
As
wasn't
she
me.
said-
That was the other guy.
As she
No, I
says
don't
that,
feel-
everybody goes back to their own rooms and beds down for the night until the next morning.
Which I think is a perfect time to stop the session.
Yep, I would agree with that. I think that that's a perfect time, and then the next session will be your journey to the Northern Gate.
Which I think was a very productive session.
Yeah.
I stole from 2 shops.
I
All right,
gotta
so
sleep.
the way
I swallowed a guy's
Okay, moving on.
love juice hole.
the fuck, man.
I think Cham and I grew closer through complicit robbery.
Thievery.
I was
Yeah,
fun.
and Kane shot a crab man.
And I was
Yeah, I did. Good
I
day.
was-
I killed 2 of them.
So
I was stunned. I was stunned by the revelation that Syro was a woman.
Yes, it will never end. It will shock you until the end of days.
quick meta question:
Mhm.
Is Warhog single?
You don't know that because you did not ask.
All right, we'll figure this out next section.
All right.
Fair.
Really
Why
Why
remind
are
me
you
next
guys
section.
trying to bang every NPC you find?
I'm
Because-
not trying
because-
to bang him.
There's
that's
three
them.
There's three types of players, or there's three types of actions in this in this kind of a D&D group. It's either can I kill it, can I fuck it, or can I eat it. Right now they're on the can I fuck it phase.
Well, they
Yeah,
already killed and ate something else, so that makes sense.
That is true. Yes, the crab people they did kill and eat.
They're-
So although that doesn't count because they're crab people.
Use that energy for something, right?
Exactly. So you got a lot of
So
seafood. So the way I'm gonna try and do leveling up in this type of a system is I'm gonna do it more on a merit-based type of thing rather than giving you guys experience points, because that's kind of easier the way this thing is laid out. So basically, what I'm gonna do is every 3 side quests that you complete will gain you a level, and every full main quest you complete will give you a level. So you haven't completed any main quest, but you did do 1 side quest in this session. So you've basically gotten a third of a level.
Yay!
So just mark that down. Obviously, you won't have any other stat changes because you guys have already leveled up to level 7. So I think we can leave that off there, and that'll be good. I think we've been going for what, like 3
Almost
hours?
3 hours.
2.
So yeah, that should be plenty
3?
for now.
I think it was like.
2 hours and
Probably
51 minutes.
probably more like 2.5 because we didn't officially start until like 8:20.
So, really quick, if anybody wants to catch the first part of this and our one-shot Cripple Island or Cripple Arena, you can check it out on the channel Sinfully Pure. I want to thank everyone who's
Spoiler:
watching.
she is killed.
I'm gonna get my
What?
fucking revenge on your ass.
And Kane turns into a complete simp in that session.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
worst
the
fucking
news,
I've ever
Oh, am I
seen.
right, guys?
The king of the simps.
And he
Simp-
died as a
for a-
simp.
You simp
That's
for
true.
a goblin, bro. Why?
At least he stood there. At least he died for his sins.
Also, everyone get hyped. There's going to be a Kisa OnlyFans because guinea pigs deserve love too, not in that way.
Do I get an
Gross.
invitation to that for free? For
He also said not in that way.
Oh,
I know. I just want some cute animal pics.
I'll put the
Alright.
first cute
Fuck it.
animal picture in the Discord for you guys.
Fuck it. Here's Kane yelling at Warthog.
That's
I
some
like that
talented
everyone
shit
was
right there.
unified for that 1 second of fuck off and stop knocking on the door.
Man.
oh yeah.
I
so-
like how me and fucking Arch just like, oh, we're stealing shit. Let's go, buddy.
I'm just gonna
Hell
call one
yeah.
of them fucking Pepe from now on.
God damn it.
Testicles.
Sans
I don't care. You're Pepe to me.
Epicles?
So yeah, I'm gonna bounce because we're gonna get ready for the cast. I'm gonna quickly give everybody a link to my main Discord, not the Discord for this D&D. I learned my lesson last time.
That was
Fucking
funny.
idiot.
That was fucking hilarious.
That was an accident.
Almost got some extra players.
I mean, I can bring in Nerd Wonder and other players.
Challenger
We
has
don't need more players. There's 6 players.
Yeah, we don't need any more.
All right, so
Probably in like the quarter point, where we're doing like a one shot.
just bring in a fuck ton of players to drive poor Mike insane.
No, I was gonna say
I love
just
it.
bring Nerd Wonder for that.
Yeah, we still have the one that Arch is working on that he better not have gotten rid of because I like that one.
I did not get rid of it. It is still in process. So
Good. Because I want to do
Alright.
that one. I want my monster to be shown. I like my monster in that.
That's what she said.
Oh,
Oh God, Nerd. Well, Nerd plays a lot of D&D, so she'll be fine. Anyway, we'll see you guys all next time. Don't forget to check out the videos on the main channel and the secondary channel. I'm gonna bounce and go get ready for the cast. So bye.